10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, wow. I feel like I got something to live up to whenever I post that. Like I've got to post some seriously fucked up shit. Ah, damn it, I cussed in the first few minutes. I'm not supposed to do that on live chat. So, as I was telling the guys before when I got in here, I'm not saying that I'm late because I got tired and fell asleep this afternoon a couple hours ago. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm a little groggy right now because I fell asleep and took a nap and didn't wake up in time.
That may or may not have happened.
I'm not saying that. So just keep that in mind. I didn't say that. If you want to imply that, that's on you, not me. I make no such claim. So, I guess do what you want with that. No, man, I was fucking tired. Man, I didn't go to bed till really fucking late last night, and me and my wife stayed up late watching movies and shit, and I woke up early this morning. My kids were running around and stuff, and then we went to the movies. And man, I got home. We got home at like 4:30 this afternoon, and like we're watching a movie because I was like, oh, I got 4:30. Show doesn't start till 7, so I put on a movie in the bedroom. And I'm just like in bed, like doing this. And the next thing I know, like it's 7 o'clock. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. So, and my wife didn't even like fucking wake me up. She didn't even be like, hey, babe, you got to go start your show. Like, man. So anyway, but we're here. I don't know where the hell everybody else is at. I done sent links out. Like, when did I send links out? Like over 2 hours ago. I think I sent links out when I got home.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting a link, like around 5 or so, 5:30-ish.
Something like that.
I don't know. It's not like, I know most of these guys. It's not like they have lives. You know what I mean? I don't know where the hell they're at. It's not like they got better shit.
Your audience.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. But anyway, we're here. So I went to the movies today, and we're just going to start with this. I take it neither one of you have seen the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie yet.
Not yet.
I have not.
I'll be the only one here. I guess that's just how it rolls. So, goddamn. No, actually, I don't think any of the other guys went to go see it either. So I would have been the only fucking one anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But you remember, like, pre-Endgame, right? Remember when you would go see a Marvel movie and there was like a 100% chance it was going to be good. It might not be the greatest movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Might not even be the greatest comic book movie. Might not even be the greatest Marvel movie. But you knew you were going to have a good time. Remember those days? And lately, in the last couple years, like it hasn't been that way. As you guys know, like I think the only like 2 really good Marvel movies that have come out since Endgame were Spider-Man No Way Home and Shang-Chi. I think Shang-Chi is a fucking great movie. It's one of those movies every time I see it.
I do too.
Fucking love that movie. It's just a fucking great movie across the board. And I'm now just being reminded that I didn't send out links on Discord. So that's kind of my fault. I sent links out in the email. I didn't send the Discord links out. Is that my bad? So there's a couple people who didn't get a fucking invite. So I'll send that out now because I'm just now remembering that shit.
Tell them to check their email.
But if you had their email addresses, you could just include it with the rest of us.
Yeah, I could. So anyway, all right, I sent a couple of links out. Anyway, so like, because what movies have come out since Endgame? Eternals. Ugh. Right? No. Shang-Chi, 2 thumbs up. Love that fucking movie. Gets better every fucking time I see it. Love it.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
Shang-Chi is awesome.
Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home, fucking fantastic movie. Love that fucking movie. Gets better every time I see it. Black Widow, it's okay. Like, I like it.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's okay.
It's okay. Right? Thor Love and Thunder. I think it's a fun movie, but it's a huge step down from Ragnarok. Right? Like, it's not as bad as Thor Dark World, I don't think. But, like, it's not a great movie. Like, I think it's fun and entertaining, but there's a lot of issues that I have with the movie. It's still fine, right? Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Again, it's fine. It's fine, right?
Not great.
Not great, but it's fine. First Doctor Strange is way fucking better. Much higher standard there of movie. But it's okay. Right? Black Panther 2. Wakanda Forever, right? It's a good movie. I think it is a good movie. I think it's better than the first Black Panther, but the first Black Panther to me was only a middle of the road movie anyway. So it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's fine, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Like, it's okay. It doesn't suck, but so it's, other than Eternals, it's like a lot of, it's fine. And you didn't used to say that about Marvel movies. You know what I mean? You didn't used to go, oh, it's fine. Right? You'd be like, oh, it was great. Had a lot of fun, loved it. Awesome movie. You know, doesn't have to be the best movie in the world, but you were thoroughly entertained the whole fucking time. So I go to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And it was fucking great. It was great. It was like back to where Marvel was like 5 years ago. It was just fucking great. If I gotta fucking rate it, like, it, you know, within the trilogy of movies, like, it's better than the second one, not quite as good as the first one. Right? Better story than the first one, actually. It is a really good story. I think they made a smart choice. I'm not going to spoil anything for people who are like worried about that. I'm not going to give away anything about the movie or whatever, right? But I think it's fairly obvious from the trailers. It focuses a lot on Rocket. He's kind of the main character in the movie, and I think it works well. It's a really good story. They did a good job, and I think it was really well done, and it was just a lot of fucking fun. I'm trying to think what I can and can't say about this movie. All the characters were well done in the movie, you know, like everybody got their little moment to shine. Obviously, you know, your Star-Lord and Rocket and you know, got a little bit more of the focus because it's Rocket's story, but Star-Lord's kind of the main character in all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. The bad guy is fine. I will say, as a comic book fan, the couple things that annoyed me are just things that are where they made changes from the comic books. Mostly when it came to 2 characters, which is the main bad guy, High Evolutionary. I mean, he was kind of like he is in the comics, but there were some big differences that were, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, as a person that read the comics, like, you know, a little bit annoying, but not enough to ruin the movie. And then the character who is the character that was teased from the end of the second movie, which is Adam Warlock, right? He's, other than how he looks, he's nothing like he is in the comics. He's essentially and I hope this doesn't spoil it for anybody, but he's essentially just a really powerful moron. And if anybody's ever read the comics, Adam Warlock is not a powerful moron. He's incredibly fucking smart. He was created to be the perfect being. that's who he is. He's a synthetic life form that was created to be perfection. He's not dumb at all. He's incredibly fucking smart. And this version of Adam Warlock, while very powerful and supposed to be physically perfect and all this stuff, was just kind of stupid. He was dumb. He was not a smart character. They played up the fact that he was kind of dumb, And I guess you could say, well, it's because he's new. He was just created because he was just in the movies. He's a new being that was created, right? And I guess you can kind of play it off as that or whatever. But Adam Warlock was kind of a big deal in the comic books for anybody that ever read comics. I don't know if you know. And so that was a little like, eh. Now, my wife, who has no connection to the comic books whatsoever, fucking loved every minute of it. And I did too. Like I said, a couple of annoying things about the way they changed the characters. But still, fantastic movie. Like, thoroughly loved it. Had a great time. There's action, there's laughs, there's emotion in the movie. I can't really, because even though I can sit there and say, oh, I didn't like that they made changes to these characters or whatever. Like, no doubt, the way the characters were portrayed fit perfectly in the movie. So as a movie and as a superhero movie and a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, it was fucking great. Like, it really, really was. It was just a thoroughly enjoyable movie. It is the best movie Marvel has put out since Spider-Man No Way Home. And I just loved it, man. I just had a genuinely good time going to the movies again. There wasn't anything like, again, outside of changes made to the character, but there wasn't like, I went and saw Ant-Man Quantumania, right? And there were like just large, blatant plot holes in that movie that made no fucking sense whatsoever. Just did not make any kind of goddamn sense in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like the main one there, like, oh, all the other Kangs decided to exile Kang to the quantum verse, but like, they just happen to like leave the power source that makes him the most dangerous man in the universe with him. Like, they were powerful enough to banish him to this place, but they didn't take the power source away from him first. Or like the fact that, he could apparently open up a portal to the regular universe like he did at the beginning of the fucking movie and suck all the characters into the quantum verse. If he could open that portal at any time, why the fuck is he stuck there in the first place? And why does he need that other fucking, why does he need his power source repaired? Oh, and another thing, then in the end, they fucking create another fucking portal, right? To leave. But instead of like at the beginning of the fucking movie, where when they get sucked into a portal, they shrink down, they just walk through it like it's a fucking door. But wait a minute, aren't they supposed to be like the size of a fucking atom? How the fuck did they just walk through and come? You know what I mean? Like, there are major plot holes in Ant-Man Quantumania. Like, big, huge, like fucking what the fuck? Like, nobody thought about this shit before you wrote this goddamn movie? Like, just blatant, big fucking like blank spots where obviously just nobody fucking thought about this shit from any kind of realistic perspective. And I get it. It's a fucking comic book movie, whatever. But I noticed those fucking things. This didn't have any of that shit in there. There were no big blatant fucking plot holes in this movie. And it's just full of fun and action through the whole thing. Soundtrack's pretty good. I'd say the soundtrack, I mean, I don't know. The Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks have always been pretty good. Like, they're good soundtracks, right? Like, they pick lots of songs from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Sometimes more quirkier songs that you might not have heard, but that work well. Soundtrack for this was just perfect, on point. Even at one point, one of the big scenes in the fucking movie, They throw down with a little Beastie Boys, which is great. So great fucking soundtrack. Well, hello, Duke. Did you wake up?
I was at a wedding, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shut up, man. You're crazy.
You were dreaming. You were dreaming about a wedding.
No, baby.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. How you doing, Duke?
I'm doing good. You all right, guys?
Well, now that Duke has interrupted the middle of my movie review.
Oh,
God
okay.
damn it. God damn it.
Did you
Because
watch
I'm sure he totally meant to do it that
He
way.
did. He fucking did. He knows he did.
Fuck your movie. And fuck you, motherfucker.
No, anyway. Like I said to all the people out there in the audience, it was just a great fun movie. Best fucking Marvel movie I've seen in a long time. And it definitely goes back to the age of when you knew you were going to get a great experience when you went to go see a Marvel movie, which unfortunately is something that's kind of gone away in recent years, in the last few, 2 to 3 years, whenever, since Endgame came out. So it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. If you like the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies, you're going to fucking love the movie. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, I still think the first Guardians of the Galaxy is the best one, but this is a solid number 2. It's only a minor step down from the first one, and it's certainly better than the second one. So I give the movie 2 fucking thumbs up. I had a great time. My wife had a great time. I am looking forward to getting the chance to go see it again. I want to see it again. Maybe I'll take my daughter or something like that.
Did you see the announcement that came out today or yesterday?
What announcement?
The Kang Dynasty Avengers and Avengers Secret Wars.
I haven't seen any announcements for those.
Yeah, they announced both of those today. They announced that they announced Phase 6, and they said,
Wait. Are you talking? They announced the movies because they did that like 2 years ago. Like I knew about both those movies 2 years ago. Kang Dynasty has been a movie for 2 years.
"Yeah, I know. I was just talking about that time they announced that 2 years ago."
Yeah.
I've got a question. Given that the High Evolutionary played,
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was going to say, given that the High Evolutionary played such a pivotal role in the comic books, and that they had an entire series about him, I was wondering if you think they're going to make him the new big bad, like they did with Thanos over a period of a bunch of movies. Okay.
No. He's no. I mean, he didn't die at the end. Spoilers. I'm sorry, but he doesn't die at the end. But he's pretty much like not a threat by the end of the movie. I'll leave it at that. Like, I guess he could come back, because in the comics, the High Evolutionary was a big villain. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. He was a big bad.
He's a big bad, and not really, and not. I mean, and they did kind of play this up a little bit. They played him a little more maniacal than he was in the comics, but because in the comics, a lot of times he was almost portrayed as very what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like, he's not a bad guy. He's doing these things because he wants to make the universe better, right? Like he wants to make
sympathetic villain.
He wants a perfect world and that kind of thing.
Right.
And that's why he does the things he does. Although he is clearly, a bad guy. Like he's not like an evil fucking kind of typical villain type of guy.
Tie you to the railroad.
What?
Yeah, but twist the mustache, twist your mustache while tying you to a railroad, bad guy.
Yeah, no twirling mustache. And they didn't like do him up that much in this movie or anything. But like
Dude nailed it.
He was certainly very clearly a bad guy in this movie.
Right.
But like I said, they made changes, and I honestly, the biggest changes they made, the change that I didn't, and I guess it may just be more of I mean, maybe they were trying to play it this way, and I don't know, but the biggest change I noticed was that while he was certainly a threat in this scenario, he was certainly the bad guy, the powerful bad guy for this movie, he didn't come off as like this huge fucking all-powerful, being that was bigger than the threat we're currently facing here. Whereas in the comics, I always felt like he was a bigger threat, you know? And here he felt like a little bit of a smaller threat. Certainly the bad guy for this movie, but not the level that I've expected from him in the comics, I guess.
In the comic books, he was an antagonist whose motivations you can understand. That was the whole. But here's the thing: the way I haven't seen the Guardians movie or whatever like that, but the way I got it, okay, you know how like in Marvel and in DC there are comparable villains. There's Thanos, there's Darkseid, there's Superman, there's Sentinel, you know, that kind of thing. He always struck me as Marvel's version of Brainiac.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so logical. He's not evil for evil's sake, but he has a method, and everything is like logic. It's like if I do this, it will logically conclude to that. You know that, you know. So
he's a guy, for those that don't know, in the comics, and it's been a long time since I've read his stories, and I'm blanking on a lot of the details of his origins. But I mean, essentially, he's a guy that's obsessed with trying to create perfect beings, and you know, and or a perfect world. And so he does things like there's this place called Counter Earth, which is almost like an exact duplicate of Earth that he's created, but he's populated it with beings that he had experimented and created. So you know, they're like more animalistic type beings. You know, they're not human, right? Like, and now that's obviously, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but that's kind of Rocket's origin in this movie. Is he was one of the creatures that was created by High Evolutionary. So that's how High Evolutionary plays into this, and that was in the trailers and shit. So that's not a spoiler or anything, but you know, but yeah, he's got a little bit of like you understand what he's trying to do. He at least is, you know, it's understandable, even if it's disagreeable, even if the things he does hurts other people, which are obviously why, you know, he's the bad guy. You like at least can look at him and go, oh well, he thinks he's doing the right thing, right? Yeah. He's got something you can look at and sympathize with, or at least see a little bit of humanity in there. And I think they kept most of that in this, right? Like they made it very clear he's, you know, trying to create perfection and that kind of thing, and so they kept a streak of it. Like it was a good movie representation of the character. Not perfect, not completely accurate, and again, that's why I say it's just a minor thing that just as a comic book fan, it kind of annoyed me a little bit. But like, you know, there's been much bigger changes in comics. Like they changed Thanos way more than they changed fucking, you know, High Evolutionary. And I still like, you know, the movies Thanos was in, right? Like, you know, Infinity War and Endgame are still great fucking movies, even though they changed they completely changed his motivations for what he wanted to do, right? Because in the comics, Thanos wasn't some, you know, wannabe fucking eco-terrorist who wanted the universe to survive. So he's like, let's kill off half the population so that there are enough resources for everybody. Like that was not his motivation in the comics. In the comics, he was much more sinister and much more psychotic. And his motivations was simply because he wanted to please Lady Death, who in the comics is a real character. And she is the universe's physical representation of death. And Thanos had fallen in love with her, and he thought the way to impress her was to wipe out half the life in the universe. Like he was trying to impress a girl. Like that was his motivation in the comics. And as messed up as that seems, that made him a much more interesting and evil villain when you knew that that's how little he cared about life, is he would wipe out half of everything just to impress a girl, right? And that was, I think, a fairly big change in his personality. For
simping ain't easy.
Yeah. And, and they changed to like he's some like eco-terrorist who's like, oh, you know, honestly, they made him a kind of a fucking woke Bill Gates type that wanted to just wipe out half of humanity to make more resources for everybody else. Is kind of what they turned him into. But I prefer the comic book motivations behind him getting the Infinity Stones and you know, doing the stuff that he did, because I think it's, I don't know, somehow more relatable. Like, this is how bad of a dude he is. You know, that was like the pinnacle of like, this is how bad Thanos is, right? Like, he thinks that doing this will impress his mistress, who, by the way, is already with him. He's just trying to do something nice for her, right? Like, he's just like, I just want to impress her. That's his motivation. And there's something really fucking evil about that's how little he gives a shit about the universe, that he would do that, you know? And I think they should have put that in the fucking movies. I really do, because I think it would have been far more interesting, because it's far more up.
When they introduced him at the end of the Avengers movie, and he kind of does that slow turn, and he's like, yeah, we dare not attack Earth. To try and conquer Earth would be to court death itself.
Yeah,
and then you see Thanos kind of turn around. Yeah, he smiled, like he's like, I literally worship death.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if you want to impress a girl, just buy her some dead flowers or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a definite cue towards his motivations, right?
Towards the actual Thanos, yeah.
That was the clear sign. They just like, oh, we know what he's, because that's what he does, and he destroys half the universe to do it. So, anyway, but like, again, so point being, they've made many changes from the comics, and they're still really good. This was no different. They made changes to the comics. I would have loved to see the original version. Did not take away from my enjoyment of the movie. It's a great fucking movie. If you like good comic book movies, if you like the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies, you should definitely see this fucking movie, because it was fun, man. What can I say? It was fun. I even called my wife crying a couple times in the movie, because it got pretty emotional, man. There was some shit in the movie.
Right.
So
how was the acting? The acting overall, was it on point, or was it like
fucking great? Fucking great.
Okay.
Yep. Well done across the board. Everybody did a fantastic job. Lots of little, lots of stuff about Rocket's backstory. We basically get the whole backstory about him and how he was created and who he is and where he came from and what his life was like, early on. And we get lots of flashbacks to when he was young, which was great. And it was just really, really well done across the board. It's definitely the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie. There's no doubt about that. I'm not going to say how or why or what. You'll want to see that for yourselves. I mean, I guess there could be Guardians of the Galaxy going forward, but the characters will look very different. It won't be the same characters. There is a mid-credit scene that I think is important. And I'll say even the end credit scene, I think, is important, although very short. And some people might not care about it. It's not like world shaking or anything like that, but certainly leaves the door not just open, but straight up is like, hey, this character you will see again. Right? So, there's a lot there. I think both the credit scenes are worth seeing if you want to sit through the credits. But it was a good movie, man. I don't know what else to say. It was just a good, fun movie. It was a good fucking Marvel movie. I enjoyed it, and I give it 2 thumbs up. I think people should go see this movie. So I approve. It is the first movie we've gotten from Marvel since 2 years ago with Spider-Man No Way Home that I'm like, yeah, you should definitely go see this movie. I couldn't say that about Doctor Strange or Thor or Wakanda Forever or Ant-Man. I can say that about this movie. You should definitely go see this movie. It's a good movie, man. So, yeah. So, Duke, are you already asleep? And that's a yes. See? Look at that. Look at that. Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see what I have to deal with, people, on a nightly basis? This is messed up. This is really messed up, guys.
What happened? What did I miss?
I asked if Duke was still asleep. Well, Duke was already asleep, and he didn't answer, which answers my question.
What? I'm here. What's up?
Yeah. Daryl Dixon.
We were just
I
Daryl
stepped
Dixon.
away to make dinner. Oh my
Daryl
goodness.
Dixon.
What's up? What's your question? What's your question?
I merely asked, Duke, are you awake? And you said nothing.
I'm awake.
Hey.
Answer to my question.
Now you are.
So
I've been awake, homie. What's up?
there
What are we
you go.
doing?
Corey,
What up, Corey?
showed up.
Yeah.
Were you at a wedding?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, here we go.
Did
Do
you
what?
fall asleep?
Was Corey dreaming about a wedding too?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna smack those
Just kidding.
definite jerks.
No, I was
I'm
actually
kidding.
watching something and I lost track of time.
Yeah. I haven't heard from Tim in a second. Is he still awake?
I've been binge watching House.
House.
How do you watch that? I hate that show.
I did used to watch that show. I've never seen all of it, but I did used to watch the show. There was a few years there where I watched most of the episodes that came.
Ben did it.
It was a pretty good show, and I'm not into medical shows, honestly, but the character of House was kind of the hook of the show. I didn't really care about like fucking diagnosis of the week or any of that shit. But
Although there was this one episode. Go ahead. Sorry.
For the longest time, I thought House and the guy who owned the helicopter in Road Warrior were the same person, and they are not.
No.
Well, it looks like the same person, and I was like, oh, that's the guy who ka-chunk. Oh, you could walk ka-chunk all day
He's
long.
like a lot older, man.
Well, I know that now. Okay, my old ding dong Duke in 2005 was like, that's the same man. Look at this; it's so amazing.
2005. So you were what, 20?
Try 17.
Oh wait, shit. God damn.
I've never actually watched the show House because, I mean, first of all, it's not even about House. It's about a man. It should be called Man.
Oh.
I mean, sure. I mean, that's what
There was this one episode of House that was probably last season. I'm on season 3. I think it was season 2. He got shot twice, one in the side and one in the neck, and he went into like a hallucinatory dream, and he was dreaming that he was taking care of this patient, and the guy's tongue was swelling, like he couldn't close his mouth. His tongue was hanging out of his mouth, and different parts of his body kept swelling, and they were doing a test on him, and all of a sudden his nuts started swelling. No, he didn't have black syphilis, but the dude's testicles started swelling, and one exploded.
Oh shit!
See, this is
I was
what I'm
like,
fucking
dude, that's
talking
fucking
about.
gnarly.
This is what I'm talking about. Why the fuck would we want to hear that shit? Why the fuck would I want to hear about some dude's testicle blowing up, Corey? You know how scared I am of that?
You know what's funny about that?
No, dude, I am so afraid of my testicles exploding. No, dude.
One thing that was swelling.
Hold on. What's funny about that is I remember an interview with the people that created that show that I'd watched years ago, and it was like a behind the scenes thing, and they talked about how they never put anything in the show that didn't actually happen to somebody.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which means at some point some dude's testicles really did fucking swell up and explode.
Well, here's the thing, Duke. I don't think testicles just kind of randomly explode.
Okay,
so
first of
I
all,
mean,
bullshit. They happen.
Don't play with grenades.
No, this dude in boot camp fell on his nutsack on like the log obstacle course, and his nutsack got as big as your motherfucking head. His shit blew up. He had elephantitis. He almost got his nuts cut off. You know how scared
Yeah.
I was?
Yep.
First of all, I was already scared on the fucking obstacle course. Now I figure out they can fucking fall on your nuts and die from fucking your nuts exploding. Fuck that.
But what if they does like swollen, and they just went pop?
Yeah.
Just like
That's
ruptured,
what happened, and
like
No.
nut fascia goes everywhere.
No, dude.
Wow.
semen.
And you look like that dude in RoboCop that got shot in the dick. Yo,
Yeah.
that dude got
Yeah.
shot right in the
It like
dick.
blows a hole in your fucking pants.
Oh man, that dude thought he was gonna get that girl.
Before
and
his
RoboCop
nuts-
just showed up.
And it like
Suck
actually
out of it.
makes a
Before his
sound.
nuts exploded, he had swelling in his face. His tongue kept swelling more, but his left eye kept swelling, and it was swollen, and it just kept going, and his fucking eyeball pops right out of his fucking socket, like in Any Given Sunday when the dude got hit on the field.
You know what that reminds me
His
of?
eye just like
This is,
pops out.
by the way, this is totally not what the show's about tonight, but this is just where we're going with it. That reminds me. There was an interview that I saw with Johnny Knoxville. Right, everybody knows Johnny Knoxville, right? And in one of the Jackass movies they did, I don't remember which one it was. It might have been I think it was the third one. There's they do something, I don't know what, but he apparently breaks his ocular bone, right? Like just it shatters it, turns it to dust, right? And it has to like completely be rebuilt out of like whatever they use to rebuild bone, right? But it's just gone, and they have to go in and do surgery and shit. But he said when it happened, like because the ocular bone was just all gone around one of his eye actually just popped out and was hanging on his cheek. And he said for like 3 months after he got it fixed, he said it happened to him twice. He would sneeze and his eyeball would pop out.
Jesus.
And he would have to put his eyeball back in when he would sneeze because the ocular bone and all the shit around it wasn't there to like hold the eyeball fucking in his head. And his fucking eye would pop out when he sneezed.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine if like that was like, I can't sneeze. Oh God. Boing. Like, God damn.
Damn.
Sneeze.
That reminds me of a story that I heard about two wrestlers. They were pretty famous wrestlers, but they were wrestling in Japan. One of them, his name was Vader. I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans. He's a big heavyset guy who used to throw people around real hard. And he was wrestling another heavyweight guy named Stan Hansen. And Stan Hansen was like half blind in one of his eyes. So he didn't have any depth perception. So Stan Hansen went to go do a move, and he clocked Vader right in the side of the head and knocked him down, like for real. He was supposed to be like a fake punch or like a half punch or whatever. But he hit him so hard that Vader's, like his fucking eyeball, and you can see it on tape. Like they showed the pictures of his eyeball literally partially popped out of his head. And, you know, and the ref says like, "You all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, give me a second." Like that. And he literally like just took with his hand and popped his freaking eyeball back into his skull by himself. And in later interviews, he was like, "Yeah, the show must go on, dude. We got a match to, you know, we got a crowd to entertain here, you know." And I was thinking to myself, imagine getting hit so hard that your fucking eyeballs come out of your head. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I'm hoping in that situation I would have the ability to pop my eye back in my fucking head. You know what I mean? But I also feel like I'd be like, call the fucking doctor, man. Like, I don't know if I would be able to fucking put my eye back in my fucking head. I don't know. I guess you have to be in that moment to fucking know.
Right.
If you can do it.
It's like if your
eyeball popped out, would you still be able to see out of that eye?
Yeah, probably.
So
I mean,
would
like
you
I
be
said,
able to see like move your eyeball around and see shit that you've never seen out of that motherfucker? That'd be a trip.
Yeah, you're like looking down all the time at your fucking dick.
I mean, you could probably
hanging on your cheek, looking down.
I imagine that your eyeball would still be receiving the signal, like you can still see, but you probably wouldn't have the control to look around that you would if it were still back in place with all the muscles grasping it and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
How did we get here, people? Because you said you started watching House. That's how.
Yeah.
Something about testicles.
And exploding testicles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how I
you know
thought-
how us guys we see other guys get kicked in the balls or whatever, and we wince because we know
We
the
feel
feeling.
it. Yeah.
Especially if you could feel it. When that dude's nuts exploded, like, oh my god, that was like a whole nother level of wincing. It's just like, fuck, could you imagine having your testicles explode on you?
I mean, did they explode like the woman's abdomen from Cloverfield, or
is it like they just kept
Pretty much. I mean, they just
swelling?
swelled to the point where they couldn't swell no more, and they just exploded.
Jesus? I mean, okay. Poor guy. At that point, I'm just like, I got this this swelling disease, and I've lost my nuts, and it's like everything's swelling up, and it just, at that point, the Canadian euthanasia is, not a bad idea, I guess. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Right? There's no point to go on because your nuts
Right.
are gone now because that done exploded everywhere.
Right. Everything
Life's
explodes.
not worth living.
Yeah.
God damn, that is fucked up. Yeah, I don't
The
even know
Canadian-
what to go after this conversation, people. Like, Chad probably just traumatized at this point. Just like, what the fuck did I walk in on?
What the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
I don't know, man.
Exploding nuts is what you walked in on.
I need some happy time here for a second. Hold on a second. give me a minute here.
Happy
G.I.
time.
Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
Fighting for freedom wherever there's trouble, relentless. Retreat! G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe is there! G.I.
Okay, I feel better now.
Retreat!
Yo, Joe.
That was a palate cleanser.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
I feel better now. I feel good. I feel like I can move on with my day.
Until you hear the porn music in the background.
Isn't there the porn music in the background? Yeah.
Hey man, I got a question. You
Mhm.
talked about the shooting that just went down in Texas yet?
No, because this is
At
a
the
geek
mall?
chat.
Oh, my bad. I'll shut up.
What the fuck, dude?
The
No,
fuck,
this is
dude?
the geek chat where we talk about exploding testicles. Apparently,
Oh,
okay.
what the fuck the hell?
oh, blame Corey because he came in and then talked about exploding testicles, and then he just left. So he just like
Mhm.
dropped that little bomb on us, and then left.
Jesus.
I don't fucking know.
I don't even want to know.
You don't. I didn't want to know, but we knew about it. So now everybody fucking knows.
Yeah.
Anyway, where do we go from here? I don't even know.
G.I. Joe.
I really don't fucking know, man.
American heroes. G.I. Joe.
Over there.
Mhm.
Anyway, so Duke, you were telling me the other day that G.I. Joe Extreme was like your favorite cartoon of all time. It's like the pinnacle of G.I. Joe. Is that right,
Yeah. Something like that.
Duke? He fell asleep again. Look at that shit. He's gonna come back going, no, I was just making dinner, man. Like he did last time. Fucker. Anyway,
He's dreaming about making dinner.
he's dreaming about making dinner. Is what he is.
Dookie,
Um,
dookie.
No, I honestly didn't have a big plan for tonight's show, so we're kind of winging it here. So, guys in the audience, you got some fucking geek topics. Feel free to drop them in. Oh, and Corey's back. He was just like, I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to tell him about exploding testicles, then I'm going to leave.
Drop the mic and leave.
Santa
Right?
Man. Just kidding. I have no idea who that character is.
Oh,
Lando?
Oh, Hansel. Or
Yeah.
fuck, what's his name? Fuck.
Lando.
That's it.
You
Lando.
talk about Cow City.
There you go.
I got him. And I got a
Obi.
Obi-Wan. But that's the dark time.
Obi-Wan.
That's from the Obi-Wan series.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any Obi-Wans. I mean, I've got little ones. I got the small ones, but I don't have any little ones.
Hey, Tim, just to let you know, your camera's sideways. Not sure if you knew that or not.
I don't know why it's sideways.
Okay, just checking.
I have spoken.
I forget that dude's name. He's an Ugnaught, right? I don't remember. Quill.
I have spoken. Yeah, that's Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a super chat here. MTS says, look up G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches. I remember pork chop sandwiches. That's old, dude. That's from like mid-2000s. That's the one that started all the fake PSA, G.I. Joe PSAs. That was that channel.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those? Yeah, I think the first one was pork chop sandwiches. Which yeah. I'm pushing playing that intro. I don't know.
Full body massage was another one.
Yeah. But yeah, those are funny, dude. If you look up G.I. Joe PSAs or just look up G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches, it's fucking great. But those are old, man. Those started. That was like, I think, before YouTube, technically. I don't think YouTube was around when those started coming up. They started showing up online at different places. They were real fucking gritty and low quality and shit because of the internet back then. But I don't know if they've been updated at all. But that led to like years of these fake fucking G.I. Joe PSAs about all kinds of reasons. It was fucking great, man. It was fucking great. Yeah, like I said, I don't have like a set list of topics to go over tonight. The only like geek news that I saw this week, which came out that I thought would be relevant for tonight's chat, was the whole the leak that came out that they found their Sue Storm for Fantastic Four. Y'all see this one? No,
I haven't.
I have not.
Not either.
Yeah, so apparently the leaks were that at least this person was offered the role, not necessarily that they'll take it, but that they were offered the role. Margot Robbie.
Oh God,
the role of Sue Storm.
Harley Quinn.
Really?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I mean,
how I
she
feel
looks
about that.
exactly like Sue Storm, and she is a good actress, so I'd be fine with it. It will
She's
be
hot
weird.
as a $2 pistol,
movies
too.
now, though.
It'd be weird to see the person we most know in comic books as Harley Quinn as Sue Storm. It'd be kind of weird, but like,
It's not the first time a Marvel actor transferred over to DC. I mean, look at Ryan Reynolds.
yeah.
You know, he played Green Lantern, and then he played, so it's not the first time. And Margot Robbie's. Go ahead.
No, it's not the first time. And look, like I said, she looks the part. She's a good actress. I would have no problem with it. But again, it's one of those like, would she do it? I don't fucking know. I mean, maybe. What's up,
Depends
Jared?
on what her DC thing is. Like her.
I don't think she's got a DC contract. So.
Hey. You know, it would be hilarious to see, like, what's his name that played Superman, the British guy, to see him play Sentinel in a Marvel movie. That would be hilarious to me.
That would be funny. I'd rather see him play,
Henry Cavill.
I'd rather see him play Brian Braddock, which is Captain Britain.
Oh, Captain Britain. Yeah.
He'd also make a good Wonder Man.
Yep, he'd make a good Wonder Man too. Although, didn't they already cast Wonder Man?
They said that. I don't know if it's just rumor or.
Yeah, I heard they're cast that Wonder Man was because I heard he was cast in the new Vision series that's coming out, which is a sequel to WandaVision. I think it comes out next year in 2024. I think. So
their casting is terrible, but
yeah, I don't remember who it was. If I'm honestly, I just remember somebody I'd never heard of. So
Henry Cavill looks the way they draw Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I don't remember who it was, but yeah, they.
I think it was like some new no name actor type thing.
Yeah.
They like those. They can get them for 10 years and for cheap.
Yeah. Led in the chat. Abby Cornish would be a better choice. No, she's not, because she's old now. Abby Cornish is like in her mid to late 40s.
Who now?
Abby Cornish.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Margot Robbie is a much better choice. Again, the rumors are that she was offered the role, not necessarily that she'll take it. So, but that's But I think she's a better choice than Abby Cornish because Abby Cornish is.
She's 40 now.
Abby Cornish?
Yep.
I thought she was older than that.
Just Google searched her, and it's like she's 40, born in 82.
How old's Margot Robbie then?
Margot Robbie, she's 32.
32. Okay. Yeah. But Jared, have you heard those rumors?
I had family visiting, so I haven't really.
Well, the rumors that came out on Thursday were that Marvel Studios offered Margot Robbie Sue Storm.
She'd be a good one.
That's what I said.
She's perfect.
She looks the part. She's a good actress.
She looks the part better than anybody they've ever thought about casting.
So,
and she's got the acting chops to boot.
What the shit? Is somebody in the middle of a thunderstorm?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's thundering over here, big time.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
On here, it was hot as fucking
my
balls.
signal keeps going in and out because of this fucking weather.
Yeah,
Y'all
we're
are far from each other. You're only a couple hours away from each other.
Families while I'm upstairs in my other office, because instead of in front of my collection, it's like that.
Yeah.
They're downstairs watching TV.
Well,
my brother-in-law's getting old to where he watches like documentaries, game shows, and westerns. And
So, Jared, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
I have not. Have you seen it yet?
I did. I saw it today. I spent the first half hour talking about it.
Oh, good. I didn't miss any spoilers, so I missed it.
Well, the snoring has begun.
I didn't spoil anything, so.
No, I was kidding. I was just like, was it good?
It was actually very good. It was really good. It's the first, since Endgame, my opinion, we've only gotten two really good movies, and that's No Way Home and Shang-Chi. I think those are the only two really good movies that we've gotten. Because Eternals sucked. Quantumania,
without even saying, it's like
Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man or Doctor Strange, Thor, they were all okay, whatever. And then Black Widow was okay, not great fucking movies. This was a really good fucking movie.
Black Widow came out several years too late.
Yes, yeah. No, this is a really, really good movie. Thoroughly enjoyable, a great wrap up to a trilogy. Was just great through and through. They did make changes to some of the characters, namely, a little bit to High Evolutionary, a lot to Adam Warlock.
Yeah,
but still very entertaining movies. Movies were done well. The acting was.
You can understand why they made the changes to looks for High Evolutionary 2, just for his looks alone, because he's wearing a full metal mask in the cartoon, in the comics and stuff, and it's become.
And like I was saying earlier in the chat, to me it was almost like, while he's definitely the big bad guy of the movie, I felt like in the comics he felt like a bigger threat than he did in this movie. Certainly in the context of this particular story, he's certainly a big threat. But in the comics, I felt like he was just always a big threat to everyone.
Yeah.
And they didn't really.
Well, he populated, and he basically was God on their planet, and the planet he ruled.
Yeah, and they didn't really show that in this movie. He was certainly a threat of the story, and Counter Earth is in there, and he's certainly the guy on Counter Earth. But he just didn't come off as this huge threat that he sometimes comes off as in the comics. So, but still really well done. The Adam Warlock thing, as I was telling people earlier in the chat. My issue was it's not Adam Warlock. I don't because he is the way his portrayal in this character is essentially he is a perfect being that is dumb as fuck. And I'm like, Adam Warlock's not dumb. Adam Warlock is not a fucking moron. And they're trying to play it off because he's a new being that's basically just been born or whatever. But Adam Warlock was never fucking stupid.
Vision in Ultron was a new being just born, and
he was not dumb.
Yeah.
And so while his character worked really well in the movie. It just wasn't Adam Warlock. You know what I mean? Like, it worked great for the movie, worked great for the action and the humor and the storyline and all that, but it wasn't Adam Warlock that I knew, because Adam Warlock's not a fucking moron. He's a perfect being that is incredibly intelligent. And this dude was basically dumb as shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but again, the movie was fucking great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Had a great fucking time. Can't wait to see it again. So, yeah, I gave it 2 thumbs up. I liked it a lot. And that's all I had, guys. Like, literally, I had 2 things to talk about today, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy and Sue Storm. And then Corey came in here earlier talking about exploding testicles, and that threw us off track. So I don't even know where to go next as far as anything to talk about. I did have a bracket for tonight if we want to do that, since Duke's already asleep.
I'm going to open this.
Oh, what'd you get? What is that? Wait,
It is the Titan class Cybertron.
Oh, is that Metroplex?
Yep.
Nice.
Shit.
So I was going to open him up because I got the upgrade kit finally dropped at Big Ed Toy Store for him. So I figured go ahead and open them up. I have them ready to when I put the kit on them.
Nice.
I would like to ask the panel a question about Metroplex specifically.
Yes.
Now, Autobot City, as depicted
at the end inside of Unicron.
What? No, not that. No.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know. Hey.
Well, this
No,
is a
okay,
different
so-
Metroplex. This is a different continuity of Metroplex.
Okay. So Metroplex was roughly the Autobot City as depicted in Transformers the movie. Was that supposed to be one giant robot like Metroplex, or was Metroplex supposed to? Because I've seen Metroplex depicted as sitting in the center of Autobot City.
Yeah, no, I don't think Autobot City is an actual robot.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's with G1 continuity. It changes a lot too. Like with sometimes he is like within the Japanese continuity, Metroplex is smaller than what he actually is in the American cartoon.
Okay.
Well, Metroplex was okay. Wait. What were the 2 big ones? There was Metroplex, and what was the other one? Fortress.
Well,
Max,
there's 4.
right?
There's 4 big ones actually. You got the first 2 big city bots were Metroplex and Trypticon. Then you
Right.
had Scorponok and
Fortress
Fort
Maximus.
Max.
And I'm trying to remember, wasn't it? And I'm trying to dig back, decades into my childhood and remember. From what I remember, please, between you 2 Transformers experts, correct me if I'm wrong. I always thought that Metroplex was a city and Fortress Maximus was basically like a base. So I remember in my head thinking, well, then Metroplex should be the bigger robot. But then as they were depicted, Fortress Maximus was the bigger robot, which never made sense to me because he was just a base while Metroplex was supposed to be a whole city, right? Or
Well, in the cartoon, Fort Max was built from the old city of those Nebulans, the evil Nebulans, and the Scorponok was built from their current city. But they were cities in the cartoon. And now in the comics, the G1 comics, it was the other way around. Fort Max was smaller than Metroplex, but in the cartoon, and Fort Max was bigger than Metroplex.
Which I think is why I was always confused, because I always thought that Metroplex should have been bigger.
Yeah.
Like, because he was depicted as an entire city, whereas Fortress Maximus was just like a big base. And I'm like, well, the city should be bigger than the fucking base. Like, the base should be in the city. Why is the base, when he transforms, bigger?
Now, Fortress became the leader of the Autobots in Japan in the Headmaster series. And he was bigger than Metroplex.
Now, Metroplex was roughly the size, at least according to the cartoon. Trypticon and Metroplex were roughly the same size as like Unicron's head. You know what I mean? So Fortress Maximus, how big is he in relation to, say, Unicron? Is he about half the size?
No, he wouldn't be that big. Because he stood on Cybertron. Maybe the length of his forearm, maybe maybe up either his arm or up to his forearm, because it's G1, like especially season 3, season 4, their scales are just all over the place. So,
because later on in the lore, I was going to say, yeah, you're trying to attach something to Cybertron. Later on in the lore, it's revealed that Unicron and Cybertron are actually brothers. Cybertron is actually a robot, also that's dormant.
Yeah,
So,
in the comics, G1 comics gets even weirder. Unicron and Primus are basically like Galactus. They are entities that
they go back to the beginning of time. They're like good and evil, right?
Yep.
Right.
That the way it worked, Primus basically trapped to contain Unicron's spirit. He trapped him in a planet, and Unicron actually transformed his body into the transforming planet to keep moving. So
but they were like two original fucking godlike beings from the beginning of time. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know what I remember that from, but I do remember that.
It's all in the extended lore, and like one of the things that I think that there was 12 primes originally, and Megatron was one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Megatronus Prime was his name.
Oh, and Megatron took his name from that one.
Yeah,
the
okay.
Megatron we know, he actually was inspired by Megatronus, and
did they ever go in any like? I don't remember it, other than maybe at one point dropping a line talking about, oh well, he's his namesake or some shit like that. Was it ever explained the relationship between the original Megatron and the Megatron from Beast Wars in any continuity?
He took his name from Megatron, just inspired by him.
Okay, but there was no like direct relation or anything any more than because like it was just like they went into way more detail in the fact that like Optimus Maximal had nothing to do with Optimus Prime. Mm-hmm. He was just like, you know, in the far future, he was a, you know, he wasn't even one of the Autobot leaders. He was
he was like a.
It was a science. They were a scientist. It was a science ship.
Exploration vehicle that was nowhere near supposed to be in combatants.
Yeah. So
they're almost like more like and also like a colony ship too, since they had all those
protoforms.
Protoforms.
Yeah, Beast Wars was the one I got into the most. That was the one
they had such good writing.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good, and even having gone back and watched episodes, you know, 20 years later, like it's still so good and holds up so well.
And the last few episodes, they actually brought Simon Furman in, like one of the definitive like Transformer writers from the comics. He's one that wrote like the series finale, helped write the series finale. That's when they put the book of the Primus in and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was such a damn good show. Like I
then they ruined it with Beast Machines.
Yeah, I actually liked Beast Machines, but it was a big step down, and I found it very confusing. Because like they tried to then go and tie everything back in, and there was that whole time travel aspect to it, and that there was
it really should have been a unique series, but they were just trying to continue it up because the guy writing Beast Machines hated the fans, so he did stuff just to piss them off.
It was just so weird. It's like, oh, there's an organic core at the heart of Cybertron and all this stuff. Like I found. And I guess probably what I liked about it was the fact that at least it was still the same characters that I had been watching for 4 seasons. You know what I mean?
But they didn't really take any of the continuity from Beast Wars into it.
I know it was and they tried to explain it as like
they ruined Rat Trap. Like Rat Trap would have betrayed the Maximals.
And they're like, but they tried to explain it like, oh, because Megatron went back in time and changed everything. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Wait, what?
He would have been nowhere near powerful enough to do what he did.
Yeah,
he could not have conquered Cybertron.
I don't know. It was a weird ending to the show.
Yeah, like, everything became hippy dippy and
it was weird. Like I remember I watched it all, and you know there were aspects of it I liked. I liked the character designs. I thought the character designs, the whole transmetal and all that shit, and some of the designs looked cool for.
Oh, the transmetal stuff was really good.
Well, the transmetal was from earlier on, but then when they designed it again, and they got kind of these more organic looking weird
Yeah, everybody hated the toy line from Beast Machines at the time too, because it was a step backwards from you had these really cool like Transmetal 2s, then you went to this like trans-organic.
It was weird, but I thought
they didn't even transform on the show; they morphed.
Yeah, it was weird, but I liked the designs. I thought the Autobots were cool. I mean, the fucking Decepticons just looked like fucking futuristic tanks and planes and shit, which was nothing.
And they turned Rhinox evil, and
yeah, Rhinox was one of the fucking tanks and shit. They didn't forget who he was or something. I can't remember.
Oh, it didn't have him like it. Then they revealed he actually remembered who he was, and he was just being evil to be evil.
Yeah, it was a weird fucking show. It was a weird fucking show. Weird ending to that show.
And apparently they lost.
I know it wasn't supposed to be the ending. Like, it was supposed to be a new show. It's like, oh, here's what's next. But I think you're right. I think it would have worked better if they had just done it as a completely separate fucking thing and not tried to make it an extension of Beast Wars.
Plus, since they made Beast Wars tie to G1, made Beast Machines make even less sense because in the G1 cartoon, the planet was never techno-organic. It never was an organic planet. It was built. There's no connection to Primus in. The only connection to Primus was in the last couple of episodes of Beast Machines. It's because Simon Furman's a big comic book writer. And G1, there's no mention of Primus on the original cartoon.
Oh, Jared, I wanted to show you something.
Yeah. I hate you.
I just got it last night. I dropped it off last night from Amazon.
Show it again, Matt. I'm sorry, my shit froze. Oh shit! I had a feeling that's what it was.
Amazon canceled mine.
They just rescheduled mine, or they asked permission. There's like, do you still want it? If you do, it'll come later. We'll let you know when. But do you still want it? And I was like, well, yeah. But that was like 3 weeks ago or whenever the fuck it was. And then it showed up.
Target's one of the worst ones. Like when they delay something other, and if you don't approve it, they'll cancel it. And they ask you that quite often.
But yeah, I got him. I haven't even opened it yet. So I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I'll do a video on opening it. And then I was like, this fucker doesn't fit in my booth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know.
That's right. Another good Transformers series was the Transformers Prime.
I'm trying to think. I watched, so there was a bunch of those series that they imported from Japan in the 2000s, right?
Oh, the Unicron trilogy, what they dubbed.
I can't remember what they were called. And I remember
that's what this Metroplex is from.
And I remember watching like a handful of episodes of those when I don't remember the stories. I remember there was this one kid who was annoying and drove around on a scooter that transformed. And I remember for some reason Optimus Prime reminded me of a fucking fireman because he was mostly red and had wings and shit.
Oh, you had several series of coming up. The first
and
one
I might be thinking of two different series. I don't remember because it was like there were
four at that time. They had the Robots in the Skies, which is an adaptation of Car Robots. That's one of the first one brought over. They had like the fire truck Optimus Prime, and which it had the Fortress Maximus recolor in it. That one was okay. It had some really cool designs. It got some great new figures out of it. That fire truck Optimus Prime, it's like a fire convoy, is nice. And the car bots were good. And then you had a huge step down with Armada, which the animation was okay, but the dub was bad. The toys were very childish because there's the point where like parents were getting frustrated with complex Transformers where the kids can't transform them. So the Armada figures were like bricks, like G1 bricks.
Yeah.
Then you had, what was the next one? Energon, or Superlink as they call it in Japan, where all the bots can combine. They a top half and bottom half combiner, which is weird.
Did any of these? Because I remember, so Beast Wars into Beast Machines, and then that ended in 2000, 2001, whatever that was.
Yeah, Beast Machines in around about 2000, 2001. That's when they brought in the car robots. That was the first.
Yeah, and I remember like seeing
Beast Machines was hated so much. That's why they started bringing back. They started dubbing the Japanese stuff.
Yeah, and I remember being like I would watch an episode or two here and there over the years, and it seemed like every time I'd watch an episode, I was like, I don't think this was the same show I watched last time.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was to me, somebody who didn't watch it.
Like, the weirdest one was
it
dub
felt
live.
like every time I watched it, I was watching a different fucking show.
Oh, they did some weird stuff with the dubbing too. It's like with Cybertron, which was called Galaxy Force in Japan. Every character had like a different accent. Like Jetfire, I think it was like had an Australian accent, and it's just weird like choices. Like is weird. All of them were like the stories were not very good on any of them, even with before they redubbed it. They were very kiddie style cartoons. You had like the more mature like Beast Wars and Beast Machines storytelling. Then you went to more childish telling. So
yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, I wasn't watching Transformers at this time. I would occasionally catch an episode or two here or there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't pay attention to them, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know if they had any relation to each other, much less other fucking Transformers shit I watched. I had no idea what was going on. I just know I would like turn it on, and it was very clearly, Japanese animation.
Yeah.
But
what sucks though, Beast Machines performed so poorly, they didn't even bother bringing over like the Japanese Beast Wars cartoons. Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo, which were great. The animation's great, the action's great, and had great figures. They could have imported all that stuff over in and continued it over, but there was such a backlash from the fandom from Beast Machines, they just wiped their hands with it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't fucking know. I tried. The next show that I watched, Transformers wise, all the way through was it Transformers Prime? What the fuck was it called? The one that came out after like the second or third Transformers Michael Bay movie. And was it on Hub?
You had that was Prime, and before that you had the first American Transformers cartoon they did after all the Japanese stuff. They did Transformers Animated, which was like a very stylized cartoon.
Oh, that was very. Yeah, I remember trying to watch one of the episodes of that. It was like too kid. It was just like way too kid thing, and I was like, yeah. But the one Transformers Prime, I guess is what it was. The one where Cliff Jumper dies in the first episode, and it was voiced by The Rock in the very first episode.
That's Prime.
And then in the end, Megatron ends up turning into a dragon and shit and all that stuff.
No, he didn't turn into a dragon. They actually introduced Predacon, who was a dragon.
Was it Predacon was a dragon? I can't remember. It's again, I only watched
Megatron at the end got possessed by Unicron.
Is that what it was? I can't remember. I watched. It had what 3 or 4 seasons?
2 seasons, and then they rebranded it like Beast Hunters. They had like a series conclusion movie.
Because all I know is, and this is because this was like over 10 years ago when that show ended. But all I remember was like in the end there was something about Megatron and a dragon, and I don't remember what the fuck it was because I didn't. And then when they're I can't remember, and I remember their base was in a cave.
For a while, then Megatron destroyed that base. And
yeah,
Prime almost died.
All I remember was that I did watch all of that show, and I did like it. But I don't remember much about it.
See, Prime was actually supposed to almost died when they destroyed the base and Smokescreen was chosen to be the next Prime, and he wasn't ready for it. And he got the Matrix to go back in the Prime and actually rebuilt Prime into that big hulking Prime body.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember. Maybe I need to watch that show again. It's been a long time. But that was the first Transformers show I watched after Beast Wars, and that was the last Transformers show I have ever watched.
Don't even try to bother it now. Everything's went real kiddie after that.
Yeah, so I haven't watched anything since then. I mean, other than going back and I watched the Transformers movie. Probably once a year. I like to watch that about once a year, along with the G.I. Joe movie. Other than that, I don't watch that. I mean, I've seen, and then there's of course the movies that have come out over the years of which
I like all these idiots in like current like entertainment media, like they advertise that new animated movies, like the first ever animated Transformers movie. It's like, no, first one.
Yeah, no.
Years, but not the first.
Yeah, no, there's I don't know, man. I think the only good legitimately good Transformers movies.
Well, technically, it's not even the most recent Transformers movie. Japan's done several Transformers movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched any of those, but like the Michael Bay franchise of movies, there's only one good one, and that's the first one. It's the only one that I can actually stand to watch. And then Bumblebee. Bumblebee's great, actually.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Really
Bumblebee was good.
I'm gonna go see this new one, the Beast, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know.
But,
I'm anticipating being a huge fan of Beast Wars that I'm going to be very disappointed, but I'm hoping because it is not a Michael Bay movie, much the way Bumblebee was, that it will at least still be a good movie. Because it's supposed to be that one is supposed to be a sequel to Bumblebee. It's supposed to take place in the 1990s. It's a sequel to Bumblebee. I'm hoping it's good. It's directed by somebody that's not fucking Michael Bay. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good movie.
So they won't have robots with penis lasers and stuff,
or
dogs humping.
No racist fucking for some
stereotypes
reason, with gold teeth. Because that made sense for a fucking Transformer to have fucking
and
gold
constantly
teeth.
showing dogs humping each other.
Yeah, weird fucking shit, or
the Devastator having testicles.
Yeah, just fucking big balls on a fucking Transformer for no fucking reason. Weird fucking ass shit like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I like the first one, and I think the reason the first one was good was because it was very subdued. And probably because of the first movie, it was the first movie, even Michael Bay was given there was a lot of restrictions for him in that first movie. But then when that first movie did really well, and they're like, make a bunch more, he just continued to fuck the shit out of that franchise and make horrible fucking movies.
And they had to retcon each movie because the plot was changing and diverting so far off the comic that there was a retcon in every single freaking subsequent movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't enjoy that at all.
Those movies were just fucking horrible, honestly. I will say, was
like the federal government approving killing off all the Autobots just to make
they're just fucking bad, man. The first one I liked because it was a small, simple story. I like the fact that they decided, because I think it was a good choice, to focus on a human character for the sake of the story. I think that worked because that was before Shia LaBeouf was insane. And
yeah.
I think it worked in that first movie. I think the first Transformers movie is a good movie.
It is.
Right.
But that's it. And then there's no good ones until
minus
Bumblebee
urinating on the Sector 7 guys.
That's true. But still.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Michael Bay's got a sense of humor with a 13-year-old.
Yeah, he's
obviously.
Like there's been a lot of Michael Bay movies that I've really enjoyed. And I think in the 90s he had a string of really good runs for good action movies. But I think when it got into basically anything he's ever done that involved CGI characters. So we're talking Transformers, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. Just turned into a fucking shit show, man. Turns into a shit show. Like Michael Bay doing The Rock back in 1996 or 97. Fucking fantastic movie. Love the shit.
Oh, absolutely. Or conclusion for James Bond character, if you want to go that theory.
Oh yeah, there's a great video on YouTube that explains that whole theory of how that dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's such a great video.
It's a great video. Yeah. All you gotta do is do a search on YouTube for The Rock and James Bond, and you'll get that video. It's got millions and millions of views, and it's fucking fantastic.
Definitely, if anybody in the chat, go watch that.
Yeah, he
Not now, wait till after
makes
this,
a
but-
great argument. It's a fantastic argument for that character, for Sean Connery's character in The Rock being James Bond. So go watch that. But anyway, yeah, those were the good Michael Bay days. But then again, then you get shit like 13 Hours, which was right in the middle of all that Transformers bullshit. Yet 13 Hours is a great fucking movie. That's Michael Bay. So he can
Yeah,
make
that's a good movie.
shit. He can make good shit when he wants to.
That's the one about the embassy getting attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13
Okay,
Hours is
right.
one of my favorite war movies.
Yeah.
Modern war movies.
Yeah, it's a great fucking movie.
It is.
Oh, Matt.
He can make good shit. Yeah.
Brian Miller is trying to start some shit with you. He says NEA wants a Rob Zombie directed Transformers movie.
Man, fuck that shit. Rob Zombie should stick to music and never touch a fucking movie. He is horrible. Anything he's ever written or directed fucking sucks.
I knew that would happen.
There is not a single Rob Zombie movie that is any good. They all fucking suck. Every one of them suck. There's no good Rob Zombie movies. So yeah, no, fuck that shit. Fucking hell.
Oh.
Good Lord. No, I don't know.
No, I do. Like when it comes to music, though, I do like Dracula.
Well, I liked White Zombie. I like his music.
Oh yeah, White Zombie is awesome.
But he just should stay away
And
from
he had a few songs after White Zombie, but
I don't know who the fuck told him he knows how to make a fucking movie. I don't know who was blowing smoke up his ass and then gave him money to do that shit, but they should be fucking
And
punished.
says his wife is a horrible, an awesome actress.
Oh, yeah.
I know, you were right the first time.
That's like, they keep telling her.
Why
telling
not
him
on
that
Rob
she's an awesome
Zombie? He's one of the best modern day directors ever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will give her this. She's hot as a $2 pistol. I'll give her that.
I won't even go that far.
Well.
Chinese, Japanese.
Hey, I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think she's that great either.
Well. Like the Munsters. Why would you let him do the Munsters?
I've never watched that shit. I never will.
I never have, never will either. And
I've heard it's fucking.
I'll never watch that one either. I
heard it's fucking.
have too many fond memories of growing up watching the Munsters, so no, I'm not going to destroy
Man,
that.
You know what?
Hell no.
You know what NECA did that pissed me off? Like they announced a few months ago or whenever the fucking.
I'm right there with you. What you're going to say?
That they were like, oh, we're doing Munsters action figures, and I went, fucking yes, because I grew up watching the Munsters, fucking loved them. And then they released pictures of them, and it's the Munsters from Rob Zombie's bullshit. And I was like, man, fuck you guys. What the shit?
Like, why would you buy get the licensing deal for Rob Zombie Munsters, not classic Munsters?
So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. I don't know, man.
If it was the
I can't even keep
Munsters-
popping up.
If it's the
I
original
can't
Munsters,
keep
I would
seeing
have
it.
actually. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, finish your thought, then I'll say something.
I was going to say if it's the original Munsters, I would have bought every one of them.
Hell yeah. I would have too.
Me too. Or me three. But on different forms of social media, I keep seeing ads coming up for the Hot Wheels Munsters cars, and
Is it Rob Zombie?
oh god, no, it's the classic stuff. So no, it's the good stuff. It's the coffin dragster and their big stagecoach car thing.
Oh,
I'll hot rod it out.
Those George Barris cars. Oh, those are nice.
Yes, they're so awesome. It's only like $15 for the pair of them, so it's not bad.
That's one thing I've got a weakness for it is movie cars and diecast. I see them like nope, that's mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't collect any cars or anything.
Okay, so I'm having in my brain here. I must be having a brain fart. I'm having trouble squaring the Adams and the Munsters away, which is the one with Cousin It, the little furry guy? Is that the Munsters?
That's the Adams.
The Adams? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually do some research and separate these two in my head. I remember watching both shows as a kid, and when you're 4 years old, you see a big Frankenstein-looking dude, you're going to kind of like, is this the same guy? You know what I mean?
Oh.
I remember thinking as a kid, Lurch and Herman Munster obviously looked alike, so that, I mean, and they came out at the same time, and they were both pretty much equal in popularity, or at least in airplay as a kid.
Well, that's because
So,
okay, so like when I was a kid in the 80s, right?
Right.
Like the on TV, because it was all reruns from the 60s.
Mhm.
On TV, it was a 1 hour block of Munsters and Adams. Like you watched one
Okay.
right after the other. They
Right.
came on, one right after the other. They played together. And that's
Right.
how they played in most places in the 80s and 90s, was one right after the other.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well, an easy way to separate them out, the monsters are basically based on Universal style monsters.
Yeah.
The Adams is based on a fucking comic strip in the newspaper.
Right.
Where they started.
Well, I'm just trying to separate, like, okay, there was the hand that would crawl around kind of autonomously. I think it was Thing.
That's the
And then
Adams.
there was
This thing.
And then there was
Yeah,
Uncle
that's
Fester.
Adams,
That was
he was
Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all Adams. That's all Adams family.
Okay. And what about okay? I guess Grandpa Munster was the vampire then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah.
And that's
the
something I
he
still
was-
want to know.
Here's how it works. Anybody
Yeah.
with the last name Adams is in the Adams family. Anybody
Well, no
with
shit.
Munsters is on the Munsters. That's the easy way to figure that out.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I never would have figured that out on my own.
Okay.
What would I do without you, man?
I just
Seriously.
I was just giving.
Yeah,
you-
right.
It's a cheat code.
I like
it is. It's a cheat code.
Yeah.
I still want to know how a Frankenstein monster with a bride of Frankenstein who is the daughter of a vampire have a werewolf for a kid.
Well, you don't know where Herman's junk come from.
That's true.
Right.
He got werewolf balls.
Because
I like
that
the
whole
lore
dynamic
that,
there just kind of jacked.
I don't know if you ever
Well,
watched
and here's the
the,
thing, though. Lily was not Bride of Frankenstein. She's
She's a vampire.
a vampire. She's a vampiress.
Oh, is she a vampire?
Yeah.
Oh, she had the white streak in her hair like Bride of Frankenstein.
Well, she did have the white streak, but her and Grandpa were the vampires. And Grandpa made Herman for her. He created Herman
Interesting.
for her.
Okay, I didn't remember that. So, okay.
How do you not remember? You're older than me, motherfucker.
That's probably why I don't remember it. It's because I'm older than you. So that means, you know.
I like the
There's
lore
more
that,
random shit
thing-
floating around in there.
I like the. I don't know if anybody ever watched the Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know if you remember that town. They found that town it was run by vampires, and they had all the werewolves imprisoned. And when they freed all the werewolves, when the moon came out, they were actually turning each other back and forth, like from vampires. to
Right. They were
werewolves.
biting each other. Yeah.
Did anybody ever watch the other Ghostbusters cartoon?
It was a shit tier fucking. It was cheap copy. They called themselves the Ghostbusters,
Well,
and then
it
that's why
wasn't-
they.
well, here's the thing. It wasn't a copy of the Ghostbusters at all. It was the copy of a 70s show called The Ghostbusters that came out before the Ghostbusters movie, came out in the 1970s, and they decided to do a cartoon of
Okay.
that. And they had the rights to call it The Ghostbusters because that show actually came out first. It had nothing
Right.
to do with the Ghostbusters from the movies.
That's why they had to call the based on the movie Real Ghostbusters.
Right. I was just getting ready to say that. Yeah. I didn't realize that it was previous show. I remember thinking, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was a live.
That's all
action, comedy series.
That's all-
on
Yeah, that's all I remember thinking is, what is this bullshit here?
Yeah, it was
You know what I
it was
mean?
based off of
Hey,
the
Matt.
70s TV show. Yeah.
I know you know this, but has anyone else heard the lore that Thing from the Addams Family is actually the hand from Ash from Evil Dead?
Yeah, I've heard that. That's more like an internet meme kind of fucking rumor.
Yeah. I was just curious if anyone else has heard of it.
Well, it can't. It really.
Because they're in the universe.
Didn't he destroy the hand though in those movies?
I don't remember if he did or not. It's been a while.
No, the hand disappeared.
Run off
Once
like
he
it
cut it
falls
off.
to the wall and like you never see it again.
Yeah, they never
can't
mention
remember.
it again.
It's been so long since I watched The Evil Dead, I can't remember.
I don't know. But speaking of Evil Dead,
Because I'm old, I can't remember.
Makes
Evil
me want to
Dead
watch them again.
had two really great things. Anybody know what that is?
Bruce Campbell.
A little bit broader than that.
A bicock.
It did not have a bicock in it. It had two really great things. Those two things are called sequels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it just so happens, ladies and gentlemen, we have a sequel bracket today.
Ah,
Good segue.
The
I see
greatest.
what you did there.
I was hoping Duke would be awake for this, but he's not. Daryl Dixon! Daryl Dixon! Nope, see, that didn't
Hey,
work.
dude, don't dream about your balls exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't dream about them exploding or your eyeballs popping
dude,
out of
your
your head.
balls are gonna explode.
Yeah.
Duke's very susceptible when he's asleep because he falls asleep with his headphones on. And he can hear us while he's dreaming. So, anyway, I wanted to do a little bracket today because I had fun with last week's bracket. What did we do last week? The comic book movie thing? Comic book movies. I had fun, and I wanted to do another one, and I thought greatest movie sequels was a good way to go. So these are the movies that I have on my list here.
My camera's spazzing out.
Is your camera on meth?
Yes. It's on seizure mode. It's like,
Looks like it's got a bad connection or a bad wire or something.
I was just going, if it clears up, it's actually got an articulated jaw.
Nice.
Man.
It's got an articulated jaw.
Oh, that's sweet.
Cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
But,
His camera's got the AIDS.
It's like it's one of those like the cheapest webcams from Amazon. It's like recommended.
Yeah, recommended. Recommended to suck. I'm just playing.
Top seller.
Oh,
Right,
it sucks. All right.
Hey, it works though. At least it kind of
This
works.
is the second one of these that's died, so I would not recommend it.
You don't recommend the Amazon recommended?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So anyway, we've got a list of, I think, rather good sequels here that we're going to try and figure out which one's the best. All right. Here's the list going forward. All right. We've got, and it just has to be a sequel. It can be a part 2, a part 3, I don't really give a shit. It just has to be a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. All right. Here we go. Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Godfather 2, Army of Darkness, Dawn of the Dead, Skyfall, Last Crusade, Wrath of Khan, Blade 2, Toy Story, Christmas Vacation, Aliens, Logan, Deadpool 2, X2, No Way Home, Dark Knight, Terminator 2, Return of the King, Thor Ragnarok, Top Gun Maverick, Escape from LA, Endgame, Road Warrior, and Winter Soldier. And I really wanted Duke to be awake when I said Escape from LA. So I'm really disappointed that he's not. That kind of upsets me because I know how much he loves Escape from LA. And I just realized I've got Wrath of Khan on here twice, and I don't know why, which means I'm missing something else. So I got to figure out what that is real quick while
Aliens.
No, I've got Aliens on there. What?
Is it on there? Okay.
I have 26, so which means there's something I didn't put here. Hold on. Wrath of Khan is there. Winter Soldier. Empire Strikes Back, Aliens, T2, Dark Knight, Road Warrior, Escape from LA, Top Gun Maverick, I got Army of Darkness on there, Return of the Jedi, Godfather 2, Dawn of the Dead, yes, Logan, yes, 2, yes, Deadpool 2, yes, Endgame is there, yes, Blade 2, that's what I left off of here. No, I got that one on there, never mind. Toy Story 3, yep, got that one on there. Thor Ragnarok, got that. Xmas Vacation, Return of the King, Last Crusade. Did I put that on there? Is that the one I'm missing? Last Crusade?
No, Last Crusade's the first.
Last Crusade's on there. No Way Home I've got on there. Skyfall. Did I get Skyfall? Yep, Skyfall's on there first. That's what it was. Star Trek First Contact. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, I fixed the bracket. All right. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to run through. I think we can buzz through this pretty quick. All right. So there's 7 of us in here, but Duke's asleep, so he doesn't count. So there's 6 of us in here, which means, guys, we might get a tie on some of these. If we do, we send it to the chat. Now, in this case, I've got chats open right now, so I'll send it to both of them. We'll count. So if any of these tie up, we'll send it to the chat, plural, and let you guys decide which one is the winner. All right. So we're just gonna start off. The first showdown is Return of the Jedi versus Godfather 2. Tim, go.
Excuse me. The one that's not Godfather.
Return of the Jedi. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Return of the Jedi.
All right, Xanatos. I know you're there because you were just talking. You motherfucker. Corey. Goddamn.
Return of the Jedi.
Wait, what are we doing?
Return of the Jedi.
Xanatos is a bracket. Return of the Jedi or Godfather 2.
Oh, come on now. Don't make me do that. I guess. I want to say the Star Wars one, honestly.
All right.
I enjoyed it a little
I'm
more.
going Star Wars as well, so Return of the Jedi wins.
Godfather 2 is not that great, so it's an easy choice.
No. The original Godfather, though, you can't.
Yeah, you can't shake a stick at.
All right.
Well, I got
I got
Godfather's
to be
Pizza.
specific on this one. Army of Darkness versus the 2005 Dawn of the Dead. Okay,
Ooh.
that's what this one is.
Ooh.
Best, in my opinion, best zombie movie ever, and it is technically a sequel. Let me get the super chat here. Josh T says, you missed the best sequel, Superman 4 Quest for Peace, and last week's bracket was rigged. Last week's bracket was not rigged. And Superman 4 The Quest for Peace is a fucking horrible goddamn movie. But you know that.
It's-
I left that comment.
If it was a better movie, it would be a dumpster fire.
God damn. Anyway, Army of Darkness versus Dawn of the Dead. Tim, go.
Fuck you. Just fuck you. Damn. I gotta go Dawn of the Dead. I hate to, but I got to.
All right. Dan?
Dawn of the Dead.
Santos?
Army of Darkness, 100%.
Corey?
I just want to agree. Fuck you, because this is a very tough decision because they're both great movies.
Exactly.
I honestly, I got to stick to my guns and go with Mr. Boomstick, man.
All right. Dawn of the Dead.
Army of Darkness. That shit was the jam back in the day.
I'm just playing.
Jared.
The only correct answer, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah,
and
that's a tie.
as you
AKA
guys
Evil
know,
Dead 3.
I don't have any Dawn of the Dead tattoos, but I do have an Army of Darkness tattoo. So obviously I'm going Army of Darkness. See, there you go.
Is that the one where Ash died inside Unicron?
Yes, because Ash died inside Unicron. At the very end.
Don't you dare disagree with me, Jared. I'm right about this. Just kidding.
They were dipping Ash into that fucking acid pool.
There's actually an alternate ending for Army of Darkness where he wakes up in the distant future.
Yep, outside of Washington, D.C.
Yep, I remember that.
All right, next one here, we have got Skyfall, which, and I if I'm alone in this, let me know. I think it's the greatest fucking James Bond movie ever.
I would have to mostly agree.
I have watched that goddamn movie so many times, and there is no James Bond movie I enjoy better than that. There's a few that come close, but that's why I put that one on this list, because that's my favorite one. Anyway.
Who's your favorite James Bond actor?
My favorite James Bond is actually Pierce Brosnan.
I would have to.
I like him.
I'd have to go with Sean Connery.
I think what gave
I gotta say Sean Connery's the best. Period.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Sir Sean Connery, the late
I
great.
go with Sean Connery too, but Pierce Brosnan's a close second.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to say what made Skyfall so good was the soundtrack. Like the music went so good with everything. Like
it was everything for me. I mean, even though it doesn't have, who I don't think Daniel Craig's the best James Bond. He's like third or fourth
God,
on the
no.
list at best.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean? But like that movie was just so fucking perfect. It was a great fucking movie. Anyway, all right. Skyfall versus Last Crusade. Tim, go.
Skyfall.
All right, Dan.
Last Crusade.
Xanatos.
Last Crusade.
Corey.
Skyfall.
Jared.
What?
Last Crusade.
And I'm going Last Crusade as well, so it wins 2-4. Last Crusade.
Yeah, you can't compare James Bond versus, that's no.
Well, Last Crusade had James Bond in it as well. So
True.
There's no I in Crusade. You learn how to type. All right. Now we got First Contact. It's a fantastic fucking Star Trek movie.
I'm just saying Daniel Craig versus because
Have you
Last
heard-
Crusade was fucking.
Have you heard the
what's his name?
fan theory of the Daniel Craig's James Bond? He's
Mm-mm.
Chuckles from G.I. Joe.
Really?
It looks like fucking Chuckles. He does. I will give you that.
Especially the first movie.
Yeah. He does look like Chuckles.
Makes sense.
Highly underrated character, Chuckles. I like Chuckles. All right. First Contact versus Blade 2. Tim, go.
Oh shit. First Contact.
Another tough one.
All right, Dan.
First Contact.
Xantos.
Emphatically.
I don't know what First Contact is, so I probably shouldn't have a vote. I would say Blade 2, but I can't because I don't know what First Contact is.
Star Trek.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
The one with the Borg Queen. Yeah.
Well, you can always give your vote to someone else.
Yeah.
All right, who wants that vote?
Just pick somebody.
Just pick somebody.
Pass it down to the person below you. That's what I always do.
Yeah, I'll pass it down.
All right, Corey, you get 2 votes.
A tough decision, but I have to go with First Contact.
All right, Jared.
It is tough. I love Star Trek, and I really like Blade. Blade 2 is pretty good, but the CG don't really hold. It's like the first Blade. The CG don't really hold up, and I'm going First Contact.
All right, I'm going First Contact as well. That was a clean sweep for First Contact.
Yeah, if I would have known and watched First Contact, I probably would have said that too because Star Trek it's better story writing, I would say, than Blade.
The fleet battle.
You got Picard swinging on vines and like engineering too.
No shit. I'm gonna have to watch it now.
Yeah.
This is true.
Shooting people, shooting Borg with Tommy gun like that.
You got fucking the crew cruising at the first warp flight to Magic Carpet Ride. That's a fucking great scene.
Hell yeah. That was a perfect song for that. And the fleet battle where the Federation just engages the Borg like full hand. Yeah. That sold it for me. I love massive fleet battles like that.
Yep. And Picard season 3 actually ties back to that.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, now we got a weird one. Toy Story 3, which I think is the best Toy Story. I don't know if you guys agree. But it is widely regarded as the best Toy Story. And
I can't see for the super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me do that. Toy Story 3 versus Christmas Vacation.
Oh.
Mm.
I know what my choice is, but Tim, what about you?
Christmas Vacation.
All right, Dan.
Christmas Vacation.
Santos.
I'm gonna be the weird one. I'm gonna have to say Toy Story 3.
All right, Corey.
I don't see how this is really even a contest with these two. I mean, Toy Story 3 is, pretty good for what it is, but I mean, come on, man. It's not Christmas Vacation.
All right. Jared?
You got to go with Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you do.
Christmas Vacation, too.
And I love the memes where he's like dumping the sewage on top of it.
Yeah. All right. Now we got
I got Honda a T-shirt that was a Christmas Vacation themed shirt.
Oh, yeah?
What was it? It was the one where he was talking about when his boss fired him or whatever, or didn't give him the bonus, and he goes on that long rant.
I was the delivery boy for that.
You were.
Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah. All right. Now we got one. Road Warrior, which I think is the best of all the Mad Max movies, versus Endgame.
Oh, damn.
So there you go. Tim?
Double fuck you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like two of the best movies from those two franchises. So yeah.
Well, come on.
Fuck me.
Make up your mind. Both those movies are on right now. Which one are you watching?
Oh God, probably Endgame because it's been longer since I've seen it, and I own both of them. So,
Dan?
Road Warrior.
Santos?
Fuck you. Fuck.
I think we all hold that sentiment.
I gotta say Endgame, man. I'm sorry. I
All
have
right.
to.
Corey?
Oh my God.
Corey? This should be easy for you.
I love both those movies. I grew up with fucking Mad Max, so that's a lot of nostalgia for me. But Endgame was fucking a great fucking movie. Fuck you for this. I'm gonna have to say Mad Max.
All right. Jared?
Because of one scene only, well, it actually makes this top anything when Cat picks up Mjolnir in game.
Endgame. And I'm going Endgame as well. Endgame wins.
That's sad. That was not right to put those up against each other.
It's like
That was
almost an
not-
impossible choice.
Oh, Josh T says if Endgame wins, this bracket is rigged.
Oh shit!
The fortification is definitely thick.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Escape from LA versus Top Gun Maverick.
Oh fuck!
I have watched both of these movies recently, and
So have
I know which one I think is the better movie. But let's see. Tim?
Maverick.
Dan?
Top Gun.
Xantos?
Fuck.
That's not an option.
How can you say fucking go against fucking Snake Plissken? What the fuck? God damn it.
Because Maverick.
Dude, yeah, fucking Maverick. Fuck.
All right. Corey?
Yeah, I'm in the same sentiments. Like fucking hell, you're doing this shit on purpose.
I am. I really am.
But personally, I love LA, but I think New York's the better one, so I'm gonna have to go with Maverick.
Yeah.
All right. Jared?
Maverick.
All right, I'm going Maverick as well. I love making shit difficult for you, though.
Dick.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Fucking dick.
The sheer fact he actually got the Air Force to give him planes to shoot the scenes in is badass.
Yeah, it is.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now we got Thor Ragnarok versus Lord of the Rings Return of the King.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. I see. Xanatos just volunteered to go first. What choice do
Oh
you
god damn you.
He wanted to go first. He said it.
Dude,
We all heard
Ragnarok was one of the best with Thor, I would say. And then, dude, The Return of the King was good too, though. You son of a bitch.
See? All fun. Good times.
I would watch Return of the King again, so I'm going to have to go Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. All right. Tim?
Return of the King.
Dan?
Thor.
Corey?
For me, it's no contest. It's Thor. That was the best fucking Thor, in my opinion.
It was.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think it's one of the best MCU movies, period. So,
Yes.
Jared?
Huge Thor fan, huge Hulk fan, but I'm going to Return of the King.
Return of the King. And I'm going
You're fired.
Thor,
Boo.
which makes it our first official tie. So it is
Nice.
3-3. The chat gets to decide Thor Ragnarok versus Lord of the Rings Return of the King. You guys who have played this game before know how this works. I'm going to type go into the chat. And all votes will count between the time that I type go and the time that I type stop. That's how this works. And whichever one gets more votes between both chats, I'm going to post it into both chats. And that's the one that's going to win. It's a tie. So Thor Ragnarok versus Return of the King. When you see go pop up in the chat, that's when you vote. And go. Here we go. Of course, there's going to be delay there because there always fucking is a delay there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm seeing 3 Thors, 1 Lord of the Rings.
I see 3 Lord of the Rings. Oh my god.
Looks like Thor's pulling ahead.
Yeah.
So here we're going to wait. I'm counting it down in my head here.
Hold on, I'm logging into YouTube so I can vote.
Loader.
All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit stop in 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. Stop. All right.
Thor.
All right, what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Lord of the Rings, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for Thor. So Thor wins.
Thor of the Rings.
Yeah.
Both great movies. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right. there
Being
we go.
that the Return of the King is older, you got to give him credit for the fucking.
Oh, Return of the King is still a fantastic movie, dude.
Oh, yeah. I love the Lord of the Rings franchise, but, I mean, I love the MCU more. And I think Thor's right there with Endgame being the best MCU so far.
All right, now we got some superheroes that are going to battle things out here. We've got The Dark Knight versus No Way Home. So Batman versus Spider-Man.
Damn.
The thing you got to ask yourself is if both movies are on right now, which one are you watching? Both movies are about to start. 5 minutes. You're ready to sit down and watch a movie. Which movie are you watching? You watching Dark Knight? You watching Spider-Man No Way Home? Tim, go.
No Way Home.
Dan?
Dark Knight.
Santos?
Dark Knight.
Corey?
What were the 2 again? I'm sorry.
Fucking hell, man.
Spider-Man No Way Home or
Oh, that's
Batman
it, yeah.
Dark Knight.
No Way Home.
All right, Jared.
You sell out.
Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. And I'd go No Way Home. That's another fucking tie, people.
God damn.
All right, we're going to do it all over again. I'm just going to do it in the fucking... Nobody's answering.
Why don't you-
Nobody's answering on the Geek Fusion chat. I'm just going to do it on the NEA chat. So it's up to you guys. One more time. Here we go. I'm going to hit go. Got to give you all a heads up because there's like a 20-second lag between when I say something here and then when... But yet it'll pop up instantly in the chat. So there we go. Let's see. We'll see what they say. It's 3-3, man. 3-3. Audience gets to decide. Oh, we got a No Way Home. We got a Dark Knight. Please don't leave it at that because it's just tied again. All right, I'm counting down in my head here. Counting down in my head.
Come on, guys, vote.
Come on, Fred.
Every vote counts.
Eduardo,
you're no help. You're no help, Eduardo.
Yeah.
I'll take his vote and
Fucking
put it towards
TC.
Dark Knight.
All right, here we go. And we're going to end this in 3,
Pick Eduardo, damn it.
2, 1. There we go. Stop. All right, let's see what we got. We got No Way Home.
I think it's a tie again.
Dark Knight, No Way Home, Dark Knight. I don't know, doesn't count. Dark Knight, No Way Home. Nope. Dark Knight wins. Dark Knight wins by 1.
Yes.
Fuck you, Eduardo. You could have tied it again, which that would have been the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and out of this first round, one more to go, and we have got Deadpool 2 versus X2 X-Men United. That's
Easy.
the second one. To me, this is a very easy choice. I think one of these is. I like both these movies quite a bit, but I think one is definitely a better movie.
Easy.
Yes. But Tim, what do you got? Deadpool 2 or X-Men 2?
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. We got Dan.
Deadpool.
Xantos.
I concur.
Corey.
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 Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon.
Corey fell asleep. Jared.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2, and I'm going Deadpool 2. It wouldn't matter what Corey votes anyway. Deadpool 2 would have won.
Oh, he dropped
we
out.
lost.
Damn.
It's probably his connection. He probably lost
Yeah.
or something. All right, now we're on to round 2. We've got Empire Strikes Back versus Return of the Jedi. Can we just write Empire Strikes Back here?
Sure.
Can we just, is anybody going to vote for Return of the Jedi?
No,
I'm not.
Empire Strikes Back.
Not over Empire, no.
Yeah, okay.
Best Star Wars movie ever.
Yep. And it's the classic one is the best one. So
We're
sorry.
just going to write Empire there. Everybody knows what Empire is. All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, now here's one we can actually vote on. Army of Darkness versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Damn.
Ooh.
Tim, the Toolman Taylor, what do you got for me?
This is my boomstick.
All right, going Army of Darkness. Dan?
Last Crusade.
All right, Xanto.
Army of Darkness.
Jared?
I love them both, but I've watched Army of Darkness so many more times. Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Duke Tucker, man.
Here's my thing. I think Last Crusade is the better movie.
Oh, without doubt, it's a better production, better movie, but funner
But
movie to watch.
I like Army of Darkness more. I got to go Army of Darkness. So
Army of Darkness, it's just, bro, you can't fucking compare.
Groovy.
You got Indiana Jones and Alan Quartermain in the same movie. Come on now.
All right. Oh, we got Corey back.
Yeah, the fucking internet keeps kicking me out on my phone for some reason.
All right, now we got the battle of the Star Treks, Wrath of Khan versus First Contact, which I think are the two best Star Trek movies ever.
Oh, damn. That's fuck you, total.
These are the two best Star Trek movies that exist. And they're very different. Two completely different crews. Original crew versus Next Generation. And I honestly at this point don't know which one I'm going to pick. So we're going to let Tim go first so I don't have to pick first.
Yeah, and fuck you up the ass with a pineapple.
Oh no.
Oh, but there's still this part of me that gut instinct that wants to go, Khan!
God.
Come on. Which one?
I said Khan.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought you were just making. I thought you were just being entertaining there for a second. I don't know.
Oh, that's my choice.
All right, Dan.
First Contact.
Xantos.
I'm gonna pass my vote because, like I said, I haven't seen First Contact.
All right. Who are you giving it to? It's either Jared, Corey, or me.
Oh fuck.
Pick a name out of a hat.
I'm gonna give it to Jared.
Jared. All right, Jared, you got 2 votes.
The only right answer is gone.
All right, Tom gets 2. Corey.
Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan. My vote doesn't matter anyway. Wrath of Khan already won.
We mean you no harm.
If both movies are on right now, I'm probably watching First Contact first, but that's just me. It doesn't matter. Wrath of Khan won.
You had such an emotional thing though with the Wrath of Khan.
It just depends. Wrath of Khan I have seen
exactly
150 times. And I haven't seen First Contact as many times. So if they were both on now, I'd probably watch that one first. But I don't know. All right. Now this one I don't know how y'all going to feel about this one. We've got 2 very different movies here. Christmas Vacation versus Aliens. This is a weird team up here.
And
no shit.
Depending on the mood too is really. If they're all at the same time, it's
both fantastic in very, very different ways. All right, Tim, make up your mind.
Okay, yeah. No, this one's easy for me because get away from her, you bitch.
All right. Or was that Christmas Vacation? I don't remember.
I know that's Aliens.
I know.
Yeah, that was Aliens.
Dan?
I say we take off and nuke the site for more, but
it's the only way to be
sure. The only way to be sure. Yeah.
All right. Xantos?
Chevy Chase.
All All right, you're going Christmas Vacation, Jared.
He wasn't in Aliens.
Exactly.
He was one of the aliens. He was made up.
Yeah, he was one of the aliens. Yeah.
No, he was the face hugger.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
What?
He knew it from orbit.
Yeah, all right, we're going aliens. Corey?
Two great movies, opposite ends of the spectrum, but I've got to go Sigourney Weaver.
All right, yeah, I'm going aliens too. That's a clean sweep for aliens.
No, Xanatos picked Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Somebody had a wrong opinion.
I had to throw shit
Exactly.
at the bone. Calm down.
All right, this next one should
Game
be
over, man. Game over.
This next one should be easy.
The Doyle
'cause
rule.
We literally just voted on this last week,
Yeah, no shit.
which is Winter Soldier versus Endgame. So can we just like clear it up and already just agree with what we decided last week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put in game over there and call it a day.
Yeah. Okay, 'cause, yeah, we did this last week. All right, now we've got Top Gun Maverick versus Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
These fucking mashups, man. Like seriously. Set it on a pineapple and twist.
I know. and this one, because Corey volunteered, he gets to go first.
Fuck you. Shit. How do you pick? Damn. I'm gonna have to stick to my guns. Like my last vote, I'm gonna have to go with Ragnarok because that's a fantastic movie.
All right.
But Maverick is fuck you.
I know. You already said Thor, so that's
I
it.
know.
All right, Jared.
I'm gonna go with Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Xantos.
I have to go Maverick because I still watch clips of the scenes from that movie all the fucking time.
Dan.
Top Gun.
Tim.
Ragnarok is more fun for me, although I do like Maverick.
All right, going Ragnarok, and I'm going Ragnarok as well. So Ragnarok won that one.
Boo.
Boo.
All right, now we got another one. The Dark Knight versus Terminator 2.
Damn, that's, the hardest one. That's the hardest one tonight.
So Jared has volunteered to go first.
As much as I love the Dark Knight, I'm gonna go with T2.
T2. All right, Tim.
T2.
Dan.
T2, but not by much.
Xantos.
T2.
Corey.
No contest for me. T2.
All right, I'm going T2 as well. T2 wins that one.
Rigged. Rigged.
I like the scene in the end where the Terminator dies inside Unicron.
That's a great part. That's when he's like going down into the Unicron acid, and he gives the thumbs up as he goes down.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was real. That was legit.
That was legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was legit.
All right, now we got Deadpool 2 versus Logan.
Ooh.
We've all seen all these movies. And just for shits, I'm going to go first because I fucking feel like it. I love both of these movies. They're both fantastic and phenomenal. Both, in my opinion, the best in their respective franchises. I think Deadpool 2 is better than Deadpool 1, and Logan is by far the best Wolverine movie. Probably because the other two weren't that great, but still fantastic movie. But I gotta be honest, the one I watched the most and would probably pick if they were both on right now is Deadpool 2. So that's my vote. Tim?
Deadpool 2.
Dan?
I'm going to pass it down. I have not seen Logan,
Oh, okay.
so I can't compare.
And that goes to Xanatos.
I can't find my ass.
Man, it sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Jared?
Like them both, own them both, but I'm gonna go with Deadpool 2.
All right, Corey?
Deadpool 2.
All right, clean sweep for Deadpool 2.
Rigged.
Well, plus
Rigged.
Deadpool 2, he's kind of at the end. He's kind of making a joke. He's going to resurrect Logan anyway, and it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now we have got Empire Strikes Back versus Army of Darkness.
Shit.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Son of a biscuit.
We're gonna start with Corey.
Ooh.
Fuck you. I'm gonna have to stick with my boy Ash.
You're going with Army of Darkness. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jared.
This is my boomstick.
Army of Darkness. Xanatos.
I got a chainsaw for an arm.
Dan.
I am your father.
Tim.
Empire.
And I do not have a Star Wars tattoo, but I'm still picking Star Wars. So that means it's tied up.
What? Boo.
Oh, wait, never.
I'm sorry. Empire Strikes Back, one of the greatest movies of all time.
No, you're right.
Oh,
I said boo prematurely when you mentioned the Ash tattoo. I thought you were going to vote Evil Dead, but I was like, but you're voting Star Wars, so I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
I have to. It's Empire Strikes Back. But that was tied.
Yeah.
That was 3-3. So it gets sent to the chat. You guys know what to do. I'm going to type go in the chat, and you vote. Just say Empire or Army of Darkness or AD.
In my opinion, science fiction always has a leg up on like horror.
Just say Empire or
Is-
Army.
Yeah,
Say Empire Army. Empire Army.
Yeah.
That's all you
Yes.
Okay.
Ash or Luke.
Puke.
Yeah, I don't have a Star Wars tattoo, but I'm sorry. It's Empire Strikes Back. I can't.
Luke, I am your bark bark.
Luke, I am your Bork Bork.
For army.
Bork Bork. Yeah.
No, bark bark.
You haven't seen that one meme? It's like a picture of a dog, like in mid bark, like his mouth is open, and then there's a little sign of a business behind him that says Bork. Like that. You haven't seen that one? Bork, bork, bork. Mm.
Whose cat is meowing?
Mine.
Now we get these bark boxes as toys for our dogs, and we got one in that was a play
Oh.
on that Luke
She's not-
on your bark bark.
She's
Oh,
like
okay.
22 years old and she's got dementia, so she meows sometimes.
There we go. All right, here we go. We're going to stop.
Vote, people, vote.
We got Army of Darkness, Empire, Empire, Army of Darkness, Empire, Empire, Army of Darkness. Yep. Empire won.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And one meow.
Yeah, one
And one meow.
And one meow.
Eduardo, you're not helping tonight, dude. Fuck.
He's just like fucking meow.
And one meow.
All right.
Translate that meow
Khan-
correctly. I think that's Army.
Wrath of Khan versus Aliens.
Oh.
Let's see, meow was a Super Troopers reference.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Right meow.
Right meow.
Yeah.
Did you say meow?
Yeah. Remember
Yeah,
that, Corey?
I know what I'm saying, yeah.
Do what?
You remember that, Corey? And I'm like, let's do it right meow. And you're like, did you say meow? You were,
Yeah. Who's going first?
Tim is.
All right. Oh God, I don't know. Wrath of Khan.
On Wrath of Khan. All right. Dan.
Aliens.
Xantos.
Mommy?
What?
Aliens.
That's aliens, bro.
Yeah. When Newt clings
Mommy?
to Sigourney Weaver in the end, she's like, Mommy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You fucking I got him on something, yes.
I knew what he was talking about.
All right, Jared.
I'm going with Wrath of Khan.
All right, Corey.
Oh my God, this is tough. Two fantastic movies.
Well, Wrath of Khan also put like the fear of bugs getting in your ear.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
I'm gonna have to
Well, I
stick
mean-
with Wrath of Khan.
Not like Aliens didn't capitalize on the whole facehugger thing too, though. I mean, so Aliens had its creepy crawlies too.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Alien.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, guys, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but I'm still going Aliens. So that
Right.
ties it up. We're sending it to the chat once again. Good Lord.
Mommy.
I can switch my vote to Aliens and be done with it because I mean they're both fantastic movies, and
Yeah.
So
We'll
if you allow a switch,
we'll let the chat decide and see. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd or Star Trek.
Yeah.
Aliens,
I love Star Trek too, but Aliens, Aliens was
great
fantastic.
movies of all time. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. We'll let them decide. Although right now Wrath of Khan's winning.
Eduardo, you're not
okay. Alien Queen versus Unicron. What do you think?
We're tied.
Alien Queen could do anything to Unicron.
Aliens is winning.
It's like a microscopic, like gnat.
Yeah.
Aliens won.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Aliens.
It's Aliens.
Aliens won now.
I'm happy either way.
Game over, man. Game over.
All right, here we go. Now, can we just agree again? We just did this one last week too. Endgame versus Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Well, last week Endgame beat Ragnarok. So, is anybody changing?
I like Endgame better than Ragnarok. So,
yeah. Just forego and put in game.
That's already settled.
I'm not changing my vote from last week. So, all right, Terminator 2 versus Deadpool.
Oh man, fuck!
And again, Corey volunteers to go first.
Shit.
I don't know why he keeps doing that, but he did.
I'll be back.
All right, going Terminator. Jared?
I fucking love Deadpool, though.
T2.
T2. Xanthos?
Deadpool.
Dan?
Come with me if you want to live.
Get to the chopper now.
Yeah. Come with me if you want to get to the chopper.
If you want to live.
Yeah.
All right, Tim.
T2.
All right, and I love both these movies, but T2, come on.
Yeah, it's really no contest.
All right, semifinals.
I really know.
Semifinals. We've got Empire Strikes Back versus Aliens.
Jesus, man.
Oh, fuck.
I do have to give it to you that this has been one of the best brackets in quite a while because this is like fucking hell, man.
Yes, like Aliens and Empire Strike Back are both punching heavyweight, man. This is good.
All right, Tim, you're up first.
Yeah, the only thing these movies have in common, they both take place in space.
Right?
Oh, God. Aliens or Empire?
That would be a badass movie. Jedi versus like the Xenomorphs.
Oh,
you know shit.
Yeah, that would be. Be a hell of a mashup.
Yeah.
I gotta go Empire, but barely.
All right, Dan.
I say we grease this rat fuck son of a bitch right now.
All right, going Aliens. Xanthos.
Dude, where's your pineapple at?
It's already in his fucking halfway through his large intestines because it's so far up his ass.
I'm saving that for my wife later. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Woo.
Dude, fuck. You got a classic versus a fucking new age
Classic.
Fuck, man.
I mean, they're only like what, 4 years apart?
Six,
Yeah, I was gonna say only
six,
a couple
7
like that,
years,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But
Oh yeah,
But-
6 years apart.
dude,
Yeah.
I gotta go with Star Wars, man. Honestly,
All right, going Star Wars. Jared.
I'm gonna go with Aliens. Plus, there's a little Easter egg to Transformers fans in Aliens.
There is.
Like, they for one of the set pieces, like for the scanners, is Shockwave.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Me
that.
either.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie again. Fuck.
Oh damn it! You have to watch the movie again. That's a shame.
I know, man.
Darn it!
Or I might be thinking the first.
Horrible.
It might be
Well,
thinking
the
the
first
first
one
Alien.
didn't come out before Transformers. The first one was.
But Transformers is based on old toy line from Japan.
Yes.
All right, Corey.
I'm gonna have to go with Aliens.
Going with Aliens, and I'm going with Star Wars, which ties it up again.
fuck.
Motherfucker.
You better vote this time, Eduardo. I want to
Yeah,
see
just
It is
fucking-
aliens. Shockwave is in aliens.
Yeah, Eduardo, just say aliens. No, we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear meat spin. We want to hear you say aliens.
Pineapple spin.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah, Eduardo. We'll make you meat spin. .com.
Jared, have you ever been to meatspin.com?
I have not.
Okay. Well, it doesn't exist anymore, so you can't go there anymore, which, whatever.
Wayback Machine.
I'm going to look and see if it still exists. Hold on. Did somebody put it-
Wayback Machine.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Go to Wayback Machine.
It doesn't.
Moment of silence for meatspin.com.
Yeah, well, it says this plugin isn't supported.
This butt
I
plug.
sent you a picture of Shockwave and aliens, Matt, on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
By the URL, he says.
What? Well, it links you to a bunch of other websites. I don't know if
You got to use the
Meat
Wayback
Gazer.
Machine.
All right, if you stop it now, aliens won.
there's a website called Two Friends One Fish.
Oh God.
I don't want to know what that is.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't either.
It's anything like two.
That
Girls,
sounds
One
like it
Cup.
could be worse than Two Girls, One Cup.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Gonna let my dog in.
All right. Did you hear me, Matt? Aliens won in the comments. Well,
Oh, shit.
I
Yeah.
think it just tied now. Fuck.
Yes.
Everybody needs to go check out bigfootproof.com.
Yeah, no.
Go check
I
out
fell for that once, never again.
proof of Bigfoot at bigfootproof.com. That's everybody needs to check that out because it's true.
No.
That's proof.
Yeah, how about not?
That's proof of Bigfoot right there. So that is, and he's a scary motherfucker. So
Yes.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. I didn't hit stop.
My
People are
ass
still
is
fucking voting and shit.
shotgun.
I'm back.
Not even fucking paying attention. All right, let me count these up now. Hold on.
It's tied.
1, 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes, tied again.
For Empire, 2 aliens, Empire, aliens, Empire. No, aliens won. Aliens won.
Okay. I'm good with that.
What the fuck?
Aliens won.
I guess.
So there you go. All right. Now we've got Endgame versus T2.
Oh, fuck you. Hell, man.
And then Corey volunteered again. Why do you keep volunteering to go first?
I don't mind. Jesus, this. Oh. I'm gonna have to stick to I'll be back. I just love fucking Terminator.
All right, Tim.
Endgame.
All right, Jared.
T2.
Dan.
T2.
Xantos.
Oh, the nostalgia. Gotta say T2.
Okay, I thought you were throwing up for a second.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, I'd go Endgame, but T2 just won. We didn't even have to send that one to the chat. Now we're left with Aliens versus Terminator 2.
Now everybody can say it's not rigged. Endgame didn't win.
Yeah, you gave me a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It got close, but it didn't win. All right,
Aliens versus Terminator 2. Holy shit.
I'm going to go first because I know which one I think is the better movie between these two. So I'm just going to fucking spit it right now. I'm voting Aliens. I think Aliens is the better movie. So, Tim, what about you?
Aliens.
Dan?
T2 by the smallest of margins.
All right. Xanatos?
Aliens.
Jared?
T2 because it's one of the few sequels I like better than the original movie.
But so is Aliens.
So is Aliens, yeah.
No shit.
Well, they're both that way. Several movies on this was the same way.
Exactly.
All right.
I still like T2's fun.
All right. Corey?
Oh, fuck.
The decision's in your hands. Either it goes one way or it goes to the chat for a tie.
If I'm basing on which one is the better storyline and everything, better movie, I'd have to go Aliens.
Going Aliens. That does not tie it up. That means Aliens has won the bracket.
The chat's already calling rigged.
For me, it was like they came out a few years apart.
Game over.
T2. It was about literally when Terminator 2 came out, the theaters were packed, and we were literally sitting in the aisle to watch the movie, and how overall, what do you call it, engrossing the entire experience was. The soundtrack being played over THX sound was something that I didn't experience with Aliens.
Well, T2 was a much bigger spectacle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie. I love Terminator.
Aliens was like one of those movies that, came out, and by the way, both James Cameron movies, and Aliens came out, and then just like people were like, "Holy shit!" Because it was very different from the first movie.
So when's James Cameron going to do Titanic 2?
So Calhoun, are you saying Pepperidge Farm remembers?
And the imagery, like the nuke scene when Sarah Connors is looking at the playground, and the nuke scene and stuff like that was very, very powerful. I mean, as far as like, the whole message about humanity's future and some other stuff like that. I mean, just the overall experience. As far as the quality of the movie itself, they're about the same as far as I'm concerned, but I have only my personal experience to go on when picking,
Titanic 2, they actually did a crossover of Terminator and have a Terminator show up on the Titanic. Actually have two of them show up. One trying to keep it from sinking.
Well, Terminator shows up on the Titanic to fight the aliens.
There you go.
Right, to fight the Queen Alien. Yeah.
Plus, you got the Avatar people underwater. And,
well, yeah, because like the aliens crash landed on a meteor into Earth, but the meteor went into the ocean, right into the hole of the Titanic, where there was where all that air was still trapped. So it's turned into like an alien hub where the hive is there, and then they know in the future that after they defeat Skynet, that the aliens managed to come out and they attack Earth. So they send Arnold Schwarzenegger's T2, T-800 back in time to stop the aliens before they can get released from the Titanic. And then that's when the creatures from the abyss show up. It turns out they help Arnold Schwarzenegger defeat the aliens.
Well, then you have Cameron from the TV series that Summer Glau's character, like she shows up. She's a T-850, so she's a little more advanced. So
she shows up, and then that's when a ship from the future fucking Avatar homeworld crash lands in the ocean, and then they show up, and because they see what they think is a human with the T-800 fighting these creatures, they automatically take the creature side because they remember what happened when humans came to their world. So you've got
all kinds of weird stuff.
aliens and aliens fighting T2 and the abyss creatures on the Titanic.
Then later on in the movie, when the Avatar aliens try to sink their tails up an alien's tail, and they find out it's like they're not compatible, and it's all hell breaks loose.
Yep. This is the world's greatest movie. This will be the movie that makes the most money ever. By the way, if you came out with this movie, it would make more money than every other movie in history.
What about the super intelligent sharks from Deep Blue Sea? We now listen to too.
Yeah.
This almost sounds like the mashup that Ready Player One did.
Kind of, except I was just sticking straight to just James Cameron movie.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing Sigourney Weaver and Linda Hamilton in the same movie.
Right. Fucking.
That'd be crazy.
If it's all James Cameron, what else can we stick in there?
Yeah.
Calvin said that we won't forget this betrayal. Talking to me, and then he said, "You're lucky we don't all go unsub."
Alita can show up from the future.
He said, "You're lucky we don't all go unsub, so you can't do live chats."
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Did you guys notice that Sigourney Weaver and Linda Hamilton were in the last two brackets, two female protagonists that didn't exist before Jennifer Lawrence came around?
It's true.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yep.
The two strong alpha female protagonists that apparently didn't
It was
exist.
far
'cause
better actors than fucking that dipshit Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
And then Jessica Alba from Dark Angel shows up. Right?
Yeah. Throwing her 2 cents.
And then the other Arnold Schwarzenegger from True Lies shows up.
I was thinking the same thing. Remember, League of Battle Angels, James Cameron too.
And then all the vampires from that vampire movie he did in 1986. What was the fucking name of that thing? I don't remember. What was the name of that vampire movie he did? Fuck, he did a vampire movie, and I can't remember what the fucking name of it was.
Who?
Near Dark.
Near Dark. There you go.
Oh.
All those vampires show up. Yeah.
Oh, it's got the what's his name that passed away? Game Over Man.
Yeah.
He was one of the vampires.
Yeah, Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, yeah.
We're creating the James Cameron multiverse.
Did y'all know that Bill Paxton was in Terminator?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
He's in the beginning.
Yeah, Bill
Like
Paxton's the only guy to fight a Terminator, to fight an alien and a Predator. He's the only one.
Right.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And was a vampire.
And he was a vampire.
I can kill him.
It's the Bill Paxton multiverse.
Yeah.
And he fought a tornado. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And climbed Everest.
And rumor has it he died inside
Climbed
Unicron.
Everest to fight an alien, predator, Terminator, tornado.
Exactly.
Unicron.
It's kind of like Sharknado, but instead of sharks, it's got aliens, Terminators, and predators in it.
Exactly.
Oh, and he's a member of Hydra.
He is a member of Hydra too. That's
Is
right.
he a member of Hydra?
He is a member of Hydra. Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you know that robot, that transformer that actually died inside Unicron that melted, was voiced by Bill Paxton? So you can throw him fighting
There
Unicron
you
in
go.
there as well.
Full circle, man.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Sorry, I had.
That's right.
I'm making fun of myself for being wrong. That's what I'm doing. I'm coping right now.
And back in the day, I had a plastic model I put together of one of the aliens.
Alien plastic. They have alien models.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
because it was like before your time.
What do you mean before my time? I was born
Shots
in
fired.
77, dude. Aliens
I
is
had a poster of Sigourney Weaver, and I had a poster of Sigourney Weaver inside the power loader on my bedroom. Well, that's
I
how
saw
into aliens I was.
I saw the first Alien movie when I was 6, I think. Yeah, I think I was 6 years old when I saw it. Freaked me the
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure
fuck
I got that model after the first Alien movie came out.
freaked me the fuck out. That I remember that movie traumatized the shit out of me when I was 6 years old. When that fucking thing busted out of that dude's fucking chest.
Oh god,
scared
yes.
Shit out of me. Which is probably why I still like that movie to this day, because it like impacted
Right.
me. You know what I mean?
And I like the spoof in Spaceballs.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
my baby.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling. Hello,
Yeah.
my clever.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Let's see. Calvin Public says bracket idea. Suddenly, actors now have all the abilities of every role they have played. Which actor is the strongest?
Oh, damn.
Of every role, they've
Cavill.
we got to pick somebody that's played the most superhero roles. Then, so that would be like Chris Evans. Had he played more superheroes than anybody?
Well, anybody who plays
Yeah.
Superman, they have basically unlimited powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about what's his face? Billy Crudup, who played Dr. Manhattan. He's technically more powerful than Superman.
He can time
This
travel.
is true.
I'm just saying. Like in the comics, he's more powerful than Superman. So he's basically like a god. So I mean,
has anybody ever played the Spectre?
And why is my damn camera sideways?
We've never had a live action.
Look at that way.
Spectre would be a good choice for a live action movie.
Three amigos.
I mean, if they can make a movie out of Jonah Hex, they can make one out of Spectre. Come on now.
Well,
And
but Jonah Hex movie still burns my ass because they gave him powers. Jonah Hex is not supposed to have powers.
all I remember about that movie was that I hated it. I saw it one time, hated it, and then I promptly forgot it. I don't remember.
They basically they mixed Jonah Hex with a crow.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember hating
And Ghost Rider.
And then, like, I've never watched it since. I actually went to the movies to see that fucking shit show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Jonah Hex is just
hated
a
it.
Western comic. He was basically DC Comics ripping off Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
It's the same way like
And we have a Todd
Shang-Chi
McFarlane
was
fan?
Marvel Comics taking up like a Bruce Lee's fame.
Spawn, that's a good one.
Yep, Spawn.
Fucking John Leguizamo.
All right, we got a couple super chats here. Josh T says, don't forget he showed the alien overlords that were trying to enslave the world and had the best 5-minute boxing scene, too.
Who? What?
Who? What? Who? James Cameron? Like we were talking about him. Is that who you're talking about? I don't fucking know.
I'm lost.
I am lost. Daniel dropped in super chat says, are we getting a soulless ginger chat tonight? I don't know. Corey, are we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
As my father used to say when I said answer anything I don't know, he's like, who am I supposed to ask?
Josh T needs to explain that. Who are you talking about that showed the alien overlords and then a 5-minute boxing scene? What?
I don't know.
Alien overlords trying to enslave the earth. What? I'm thoroughly fucking confused.
I think we all are.
Very fucking confused.
We've talked about so much shit.
Yeah. I don't remember what we were talking about that refers to. Oh, well. All right, what else do we got? We got a little bit of time left before we're going to shut this shit show down. What else? What other geek news or topics of conversation are out there, people? Anybody in here? Anybody out in the audience? Throw it at me. Let's do this. Come on. We got time. Nothing. God damn. Nobody says a fucking word. Nobody says shit.
I'm drawing blanks.
The only thing I got right now is like I've been getting the base coat set up on your whole.
Oh, no, I saw those pictures today, man.
I've done more since I sent you pictures too.
I can't wait for that. God damn. Oh, I did get this in. This
Actually, I did have a question for Jared.
Mm-hmm.
With those little computers you were sharing that link to last week,
yeah.
How upgradable is that thing?
Oh, I have no idea.
Or is it?
Those little cube computers, like the.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I haven't. Only thing I've ever.
You got yours in yet?
I ordered a desktop. I didn't order the small computers yet.
No, I think that's what you're talking about, right? The desktop, that $69 one or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got it. That's
yeah.
I was streaming one last week. It's just a regular desktop. You can upgrade it anytime, anything you want to what's compatible with it. I thought you were talking about those little cubes.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, that refurbished machine. It's just a regular computer.
Do you still have the link to that?
Let me I'll pull it up here a second.
I'll say I don't know if I should have the link to that or not.
I can tell you how upgradable it is. If you give me the link so I can look at the specs on it and what the model number is. I can look up how it is. I can tell you because it probably is upgradable. It's probably.
Yeah, I got it.
It's cheaper now than when I ordered it. It's $67.95 now.
Oh, you found it? Lenovo? It was a Lenovo? Okay, let's see.
Here's the link to the actual Amazon listing.
Yeah.
Lenovo ThinkCenter M73 SF small. You can actually get with an i5 for $67.95, or I mean, an i3 for $67.95, or an i5 for $99.99.
Let's see. I need to know what kind of motherboard it has. Let's see.
Yeah, because I've strongly been considering picking up one of those. Replace my like 2007 Dell.
It's so far it's been a good machine.
So it's got a Intel Pentium. There's an i3 dual core. Okay,
I paid the extra to get the 3-year warranty on it, so just in case. This year on warranty.
It's only like $10 or something. So yeah, or 20.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Have a little peace of mind. That's why I've learned my lesson with like buying streaming webcams from Amazon. Get the warranty, because streaming is very hard on camera.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't tell me what board it's got. Let me try this. Let's see if I can find this here. Great conversation. I know people. Just fine. Josh King says he was talking about Bill Paxton in They Live.
Okay.
He was in They Live?
What?
Bill Paxton was in They Live?
Is he?
I don't remember Bill
No,
Paxton.
I don't think he is. Yeah.
I love that movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that
that's
movie
a good movie.
100 times. I don't remember him in that.
Awesome movie.
Right now I'm going to the Internet Movie Database to see if I see Bill Paxton. Because he would be like top billed. He'd be like one of the bigger actors at that time when They Live.
The first time I saw Bill Paxton was actually in Commando. He was the radar operator in Commando when they were tracking Arnold's plane.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, then Terminator. And then there was one other, like Weird Science, I think. Those are the first 3 movies that I ever saw him in.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him on the list in the cast.
Me either. Must be getting you confused with Rowdy Piper.
Yeah.
There's a couple people asking about a link to my YouTube channel. It's in the comments now.
Yeah, post it in there. So you can upgrade that computer to an i5 4570 if you want, which will give you double the cores and a 6 megabyte cache. And you get turbo boost with that one and an upgrade on the memory controller. It'll upgrade to 16 gigs of memory. It comes with 8? So you can double the memory on it. You can upgrade the processor. You can double the memory. It does have expansion bays on it, so it will take a graphics card if you want to upgrade the graphics. I don't know to what what level you can upgrade the graphics to, because it comes with integrated graphics.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you can upgrade the graphics card to, but you can definitely upgrade the memory and the processor if you want to. And upgrading from an i3 to i5 will make a huge difference. So if you went from the i3 4130 to the i5 4570, that'd make a huge difference in performance. So, and I think you can get those fucking, you could get probably an i5 4570 for like $30-$40 at the most. And that'd be a huge upgrade for it. Mm-hmm. Although I'm looking here, you can just get the i5 version for $30 more.
Yep.
So yeah,
exactly.
If you want to do that, just get the i5 version then. And then the i5 version, you would only need to, you could double up the memory. It's got DDR3 memory, which is cheap as shit. So you get two 8 gig sticks because I think it comes with 2 slots. So you can do 2 8 gig sticks because it probably comes with 2 4 gig to get the 8. You could upgrade to 2 8. And then as far as a graphics card go, I don't know. It doesn't really. I'm having a hard time finding information on what graphics cards you could update it to. You don't need to upgrade the graphics card, except upgrading the graphics card would help for streaming.
Yeah.
So plug a camera into it, like and stream and stuff like that. Or if you're going to play games or process and render videos or any of that kind of stuff, then a graphics card is going to make a big fucking difference.
If you're planning on doing any kind of gaming, I definitely recommend going to the i5.
Oh yeah. If you want to do any gaming, you need a graphics card because that integrated graphics is not great, and I mean it's okay for what it is. It's an.
So I bought it just for streaming at that one station downstairs, and so
yeah.
So I just would do the cheaper model. If that's one, so I'm on a better machine right now. It's like I got up here.
Yeah.
So this is it.
Yeah, so no, it is upgradable for what it is, and for again, either $69 or $99, depending on which. Although again, for $30 difference, I would just get the other one.
You might as well go with the i5.
Yeah, I might as well go with the i5 because you're not gonna have to fuck with it and reinstall it and do all that shit. Buying another one costs you $30 anyway, and then you're the one that has to fucking install it, so it's kind of a pain in the dick. So it's not really any more money, and it saves you the trouble.
Yep.
But I am looking at the case on this, and adding a graphics card to this is going to be very difficult in that case.
It's a slim case.
It's a really slim case.
Very.
There are some graphics cards out there that are tiny that might be a little bit of an upgrade from, well, actually any external graphics card is going to fucking be an upgrade from that onboard graphics card. But although I've seen people take cases like this and just fucking pop the side off and slap a graphics card in there and just leave the side of the case off so that the graphics card will fucking fit. So you could do it if you wanted to. And again, for like $69, $99 in that price range, that's not bad at all, dude.
No.
That's not bad at all.
Add the extra $8.
That's why I'm seriously looking at it, because
plus the extra $8 security for 3-year protection.
Yeah.
What is this computer going to be used for?
Oh, just whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to use it for gaming.
It won't be any like hardcore gaming or anything. So
Right, yeah, because it's like
getting on the internet and stuff.
It's like 7 generations old on the CPU.
Yeah. Like if you're just
don't care.
If you're just using this to fucking get on the internet and YouTube and watch videos and shit, this thing
it'd be fine for that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then like I said, if you wanted to do anything more with it, like you could upgrade the graphics card. But like for what you're gonna do with it, it doesn't fucking matter.
The only thing extra I got with mine, where it's just got the HDMI to DisplayPort adapter.
Yeah,
and they're cheap.
Because the computer I'm running now is from like 2006, 2007 Dell that came with Windows Vista in it. So I'm looking for something better than that, which is almost anything.
Sounds like that one needs to be took out the pasture and put that.
Yes. It still works. I mean, the fan for the case is getting noisy, so.
So far, so good with that one. It seems to work pretty good. I've actually used it for some work meetings.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good little computer. I mean, it's nothing fancy at all, but like it'll work.
Yeah, I don't need anything super fancy.
And for the price, dude, that's hard to beat. You can use this to watch movies.
That too.
And, fucking get on YouTube and like any.
I'm thinking about grabbing an extra one just to hook up to my TV so I can watch that website.
Yeah, for $69. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, why not?
And I found it in the box too. I think I came with like a USB dongle. I think it's for Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice.
It's already a wireless keyboard, so I just set that aside, and I was get empty in the box. I was like, Here's a USB dongle.
Yeah, that worked great, man. Like I said, that's what we'd use ours for. Of course, I didn't pay $69 for it because I bought it when it was only 1 year old, but it was on clearance for like $2. It was either $2 or $2.50. I bought two of them. I bought one in a small. Actually, the one we got in the bedroom is the slim case.
Mm-hmm.
That one was $199, and then we bought one that's in a bigger case, the bigger desktop version, and it came with a monitor, and that was $249.99. So one was $50 more, but it came with a fucking monitor, and they're the exact same computer inside, but one's just got a bigger case. But they're identical, like they're the exact same motherboard, fucking processor, memory, everything. They were identical, but $50 difference because one came in a bigger case and came with a fucking monitor.
Oh,
and,
little geek related. I forgot to even ask about it. See, did anybody do anything for Free Comic Book Day today?
No.
I forgot.
Honestly, didn't realize it was.
Honestly, I just fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it was today. Like, if you had asked me a week ago, I would have remembered. But today, all I was thinking about was going to the movies and shit.
Yeah. Bad timing for Free Comic Book Day, like opening the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking remember that until you just said it. I was like, oh, yeah, that was today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while. I used to go every fucking year. And
Same. It was like an enjoyable. I used to take my nephews to it when they were little, and every time.
Yeah, I used to take my kids and stuff, and we'd go get shit and whatever. And I haven't been in a few years, but I didn't even fucking know. But yeah, so Tim, yes, it's a decent little computer, and it is upgradable if that's something you're looking for.
Cool.
So yeah. Good times, people. Good
That's
times.
cool. I follow like a lot of comic artists on like Facebook, fan groups.
Yeah.
Adam Hughes's Catwoman was inspired by Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They got side by side pictures. Yep, that's dead on. That's Audrey Hepburn.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Didn't she? She
I didn't either.
What's his face for a while?
Hmm?
Howard Hughes, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it Audrey? No, it wasn't Audrey Hepburn.
Adam Hughes, visual inspiration, Kyle. Yep. From the 2005 2008 Catwoman comic, he used her as the inspiration. That's back when I was actually reading.
Joe in the chat says, if all Marvel actors in DC, who would be who? And he says, like Chris Evans is Superman and Robert Downey Jr. is Batman. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. would make a good Batman. Chris Evans would make a good I see. Who?
Damn, Dan, turn off your vibrator, dude. Turn off your vibrator.
Who in Marvel would make a good? Who out of all the Marvel actors that are there right now would make a good Superman?
Currently, that's played in the MCU.
Yeah. What MCU actor would make a good Superman? I'm trying to think. Like,
I don't know. That's a good question.
Chris Evans would work, but I don't necessarily think he'd necessarily be the best.
No.
he would have to, if he darkened his hair, I think he'd look the most like Superman.
Yeah.
Possibly Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Chris Hemsworth looks the most like Superman.
Yeah.
He just has to darken his hair.
Yep. Short hair, clean shaved, darken the hair. I think it's got to be him.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with him. What about Batman? Batman? You know, I'm gonna call it. I think Chris Evans would make a good Batman.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, he actually, I can see that.
I think he would make a good Batman.
That or fuck, what's his name?
The guy that plays Bucky.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. All right, let's stick with the Justice League. Wonder Woman. Honestly, I don't think there's any good Wonder Woman in Batman or in Marvel.
I don't either.
I don't, because I don't see Scarlett Johansson as a good Wonder Woman.
She's too small.
They're all too small. All the chicks in Marvel are too small.
Yeah.
None of them are fucking tall.
Yeah.
I think Gal Gadot has been the best Wonder Woman.
I think she was a great Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So.
I do too.
The only nitpick with Gal Gadot is she could have been more muscular, but she was pregnant when she shot the first movie, so it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Josh T just asked.
And plus, Wonder Woman is a demigod, so she doesn't have to be physically muscular to be super strong.
But modern comics depicts her as like being like jacked, so it's one of the things I think of. But you're right, though.
Wait, if we're talking Marvel, does all Marvel movies count?
I would think, yeah.
All right, then Gina Carano from Deadpool.
Boom.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, the Thunder worked with like boom.
Yeah, boom. There you go.
That shit just like that made me jump.
Yeah. The heavens agree with Matt.
All right, Aquaman. Who makes a good Aquaman?
Jared Leto. No, I'm playing.
No.
Yeah, no. Just no.
You know, what's funny is I think Chris Hemsworth would make a good Aquaman too, but I'm gonna stick with him.
Yeah.
Man.
Depends on which type of Aquaman we're talking about too.
I'm classic fucking Aquaman. Yeah. Classic Aquaman, you know. Hair color doesn't fucking matter because anybody can fucking dye their hair. I don't really care about that.
Yeah. Well,
shit, I don't know.
If you switch up with Chris Evans from Batman, he'd make a great Aquaman. Then you'd have Bucky be Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bucky, the actor who plays Bucky, can play Aquaman, but I think he can play Batman, and vice versa too. But with Chris Evans, I think he could play either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Joker.
I like that. We'll swap Chris Evans for Aquaman and give Sebastian Stan Batman.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
That works for me.
That's a good switch. That's a good switch.
Because he can do the dark and brooding really well too, Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Either one of them would be better than Mr. Sparkly Bitch himself.
All right. Flash. Gotta go Flash.
Barry or Wally?
I go Barry. I say Barry. So, because let's stick with the original Justice League.
Of course, what most people think about Flash, though, it's throughout the 80s and 90s, that was all Wally.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I could see Tom Holland playing Flash. Because of his goofy character, you know.
So that works with Wally really good.
Yeah, he'd make a better Wally than he would a Barry. Okay, so Tom Holland is Wally. Who's Barry? Because Barry's a more serious character.
If he was younger, maybe Barry could be Robert Downey.
What about what's his name? He played Hacksaw Ridge. Andrew Garfield.
I mean,
if we're going all Marvel,
he wouldn't make a bad Barry at all.
That's true.
And he's been in No Way Home.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Yeah, Andrew Garfield. That's a great choice. I like that. That's a good pull.
I've been pigeonholing my brain with like the MCU, but yeah, all Marvel.
Yeah. All right, who else do we have?
Cyborg.
Cyborg, yeah, I was thinking Cyborg.
We got Cyborg and Martian Manhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Who are we choosing first?
Let's go Cyborg.
I guess Anthony Mack.
Anthony Mackie? I can see Anthony Mackie Cyborg.
Yeah. I mean, he's really the only
Is
choice.
Anthony Mackie the guy that played Falcon?
Yeah, Falcon.
He's
How about the guy that played Luke Cage?
Because he got to be black, and it's either him or fucking what's his face?
Yeah, Luke Cage would be a good
Mormon.
choice.
Yeah. Well, I think Luke Cage would actually work better as Martian Manhunter.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. So who are we picking for Cyborg? Anthony Mackie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next would be Martian Manhunter. And I can see Luke Cage being him, but would there be anyone better?
Oh crap! I forgot. Like we're full.
Dave Bautista. No, he's a horrible actor.
The
he's already green and bald.
The guy played Matt Murdock. He'd be good somewhere too. He'd also be good for Flash.
He would be. I like Andrew Garfield better though.
I like Andrew Garfield better.
Shit, Martian Manhunter. Somebody big, tall, stoic, and can shave their head.
That's why I think like the actor played Michael. What's his name that played Luke Cage?
Does race matter in that?
Nah, he's green. It doesn't matter.
He's a shapeshifter. He can look like anybody.
Right. Okay. So, Martian Manhunter.
I'm trying to think of all the fucking movies. You know who else would make a great Flash?
That
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh God.
Well, Ryan would actually be better. He would make a better Wally.
He'd make a better Wally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look up. I'm trying to think of everybody here.
What about what's his face that played Red Skull?
Oh yeah, we got to remember villains too.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah,
Hugo Weaving would be a good Martian Manhunter. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Matt?
I mean, he's a shapeshifter. He's got the personality for it. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking him.
But
He'd have to be all digital and CGI.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
he's got the personality and the voice for it. Yeah.
He was,
or they could use practical effects like they did in any of the movies. Where wasn't the Red Skull? Wasn't he practical effects? They can use practical effects to make Martian Manhunter.
Part of it is practical, but they still had a CGS nose thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can't really cut his nose off.
You know who I just thought of would make a better cyborg than Anthony Mackie?
Who?
Is Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
I was kind of making like the people that's still alive.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Like if we could actually make the movie.
Fine.
I'm not laughing that he's passed.
Got to be all technical and shit.
But I thought the same thing though. Chadwick Boseman is an excellent actor, so it would have been a great choice.
Okay, yeah, we got Green Arrow. Hawkeye.
That fits, honestly.
It feels like it fits.
Very much.
I don't know. He's honest. Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Renner's honestly almost. Jeremy Renner's like too old to play Hawkeye anymore.
Yeah. He is. Plus, after him getting so fucked up in that accident, I'm not sure if we're gonna see him much anymore.
But he's been a good Hawkeye. He really has.
Ryan Reynolds is Ollie.
Yeah, I thought he's done awesome as Hawkeye.
Ryan Reynolds would make a good Ollie too. Yeah,
because he's smart. He's a smart ass.
Yeah. Okay, let's go Ryan Reynolds. Go Ryan Reynolds for Green Arrow.
Booster Gold will be an easy cast for me.
Booster Gold.
Nathan Fillion.
Nope.
What?
Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, he would make a good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but so would Nathan Fillion 20 years ago.
No, Nathan Fillion's more like a Hal Jordan to me.
I see that.
Yeah,
because he's actually voiced him in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
That should have been in the first Green Lantern movie. Nathan
If
Fillion.
we're doing a Justice League where we've got John Stewart and Hal Jordan is older, then 100% it's Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan, who's the older Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And then Martian Manhunter's kind of the up and coming Green Lantern. Or not Martian Manhunter. Jesus Christ. John Stewart's the up and coming Green Lantern. So who's John Stewart then? Who's John Stewart out of Marvel? I say we bring Chadwick Boseman back from the dead, make him Cyborg, and give Anthony Mackie John Stewart.
I could see that. Yeah, if we could do that.
Or wait. Now wait. Yes, he has Idris Elba as John Stewart.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah.
That's better.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about him either.
Yeah.
But has he played in a Marvel movie though?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
yes.
in Thor. He was Heimdall.
Heimdall, yeah.
Oh,
He was,
Heimdall.
also he was also in that horrible Ghost Rider 2 movie.
That's
He
true.
was.
Oh, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Heimdall. Fuck yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's John Stewart right there.
Yeah.
That's kind of all the main. Well, you got to have like a Hawkman and Hawkgirl, right? They're kind of main.
Well, if we have Booster Gold, we can have Ted Cord too.
That's true. Oh, Ted Cord? What's his face? Ant-Man.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would, dude. I want to watch a Chris
right.
Pratt and Ted yeah, I want to watch a movie with him. He was a buddy superhero.
Yeah. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be awesome with those two actors playing those characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hawkman and Hawkgirl would be.
Do we want to give the most awesome Green Lantern position?
Who?
Guy Gardner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guy Gardner?
The asshole Guy Gardner.
Now that's Ryan Reynolds.
But
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds make a great Guy Gardner.
Dan
Well,
Cruz, wrong
But
check.
we've already put Ryan Reynolds as
As Wally. Right?
Ollie.
Yeah.
Oh, Ollie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Guy Gardner.
Somebody can really play a jerk.
Real
Get under
fucking
my skin.
asshole. But a highly entertaining asshole.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista. I don't know.
Hey, Dave Bautista wasn't that great of a wrestler, and he's not that great of an actor.
Yeah.
What about fucking Loki?
He's not big enough to be
Okay.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, true, but
He is tall though.
He's tall. He's like 6'2".
I mean, he could put on weight, I'm sure, and muscle. They all fucking do it.
Well, he got when he actually tried out for Thor. He was pretty big when he did that.
I still don't see him as Guy Gardner though.
No.
What about Jared Leto?
No. Jared Leto shouldn't be in anything. Guy Gardner.
I don't know.
That's tough.
It is.
Do we want to keep him a ginger?
Hell yeah, gingers roll.
Because Hollywood always race swaps gingers.
I don't know. What about one of the villains? Because I keep trying to think of like the good guys.
James Brolin.
I mean Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. I'm sorry.
James Brolin's too old.
Yeah, he's too old and he's too little. He's short.
I don't fucking know.
That's hard. Like casting Guy Gardner.
I'm looking through a list of MCU movies right now, and I can't find anybody who would fit.
What about I can't remember the guy's name. He also played in that other fucking I can't remember his name, but the dude that played the Green Lantern, but he was a good guy, but then went bad, and that's who they had to fight because he wanted the.
You're talking Mark Strong,
Yes, thank you.
who was playing Sinestro.
Sinestro. I couldn't think of the
He's
damn.
never been in a Marvel movie.
Huh?
He hasn't been in any Marvel movies.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was thinking Green Lantern. That's DC. My bad. I was thinking bad guys, and he immediately popped in my head. Fucking hell, I don't know.
Oh, I totally see that. I was cheating. I was going through like Google fantasy casting for Guy Gardner.
Oh,
let's see, what's this guy's name? Joseph Sikoria. He plays like I'm gonna have to put it in here.
I don't know who that is.
He does like you've seen clips of his show where he's a gangster.
What about Frank Grillo? Crossbones.
He's too serious to be Guy Gardner. I don't think he's funny. Guy Gardner's funny and an asshole.
I put it in the private chat, like a link to like where I've seen some fantasy castings. But he's not done in the MCU role. The problem is he's got the look though.
Oh yeah, I know that dude. Yeah, he does look like Guy Gardner. Well, without the bowl haircut.
Some people have put like Francis from Deadpool as Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Ajax.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy though. That actor, I can't stand him. He was in
Yeah, to me.
Hey, what about fucking Rocket? Bradley Cooper as Guy Gardner.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
He'd make a good Guy Gardner.
Damn, that one was the longest one to think about and pick.
Yeah, I'm going Bradley Cooper.
Do we want to do like the Justice League International where we get Fire and Ice too?
Wait. I'm going back on Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
If we're doing people who only did voices, Vin Diesel is Martian Manhunter.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Vin Diesel is Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
He's got the voice. Yeah.
He's got the voice. He's got the presence. He's big, tall, bald already. Come on. Paint him green. You're good to go.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. Fire and Ice, then you can pick like fucking, Scarlett Johansson and people like that. Because that's fine. Whatever. They're kind of, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We've kind of covered the gamut there. We're already into like the Justice League International at this point.
We got the big seven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're good.
I like this.
That's our choices right there. We did it.
This is fun. I like.
Yeah, we did it. Now to do it the other way around, DC into Marvel.
Oh my god.
We kind of touched about it earlier. It's like Henry Cavill could be either Captain Britain or Wonder Man.
Well, if we're going with like the main characters, let's start with the Avengers, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which like I absolutely, you dye his hair blonde and fucking Henry Cavill could be Captain America.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good choice.
I mean, I think that's kind of
easily.
All right, Iron Man.
Christian Bale.
Yep, I was going to say the same thing.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I can see that.
We got a lot of Batmans to choose from, so
even though I'm not a big fan of Christian Bale, but he would make a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Thor.
Ooh. Jason Momoa.
He's got the size, but I don't know if he fits a.
No, I'm just.
Thor is Norse, not Samoan.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Well, Heimdall.
I was just trying to be funny.
Marvel did it with Heimdall, so.
Yeah, true.
Thor's a tough one, man. Big, tall, can play a Norse guy.
Ben Affleck, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, but I don't know if he could play a good Thor though.
Nah. He's part of the biggest actor they got played in the DC unit besides Jason Momoa.
I mean, I feel like I'm just throwing his name out there. I don't know. Brandon Routh. He's a big dude. He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Who's Brandon Routh?
He's got
Superman Returns.
He's got scrawny too, though.
He has. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Thor's a tough one.
I'd call it Brandon Routh. Let's see.
These don't have a lot. I mean, like Jason Momoa is.
Brandon Routh is 6'2.5".
Oh, okay. Well, he ain't that big. Hulk. That can literally be anybody. Like,
yeah.
Hulk could be fucking anybody. So get somebody like.
We're skipping Thor for right now.
Yeah, we're skipping Thor because I can't think of a good Thor. I don't think there's a good Thor in there.
Yeah. Plus, Ben Affleck's kind of too old too.
Mm-hmm.
What about Jared Leto for Loki?
Can you stop with the Jared Leto shit?
Oh, The Rock can be Thor.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god! No,
it was a DC movie.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also Samoan too. So I mean, there you go.
The Rock can be a War Machine or something.
Yeah.
The Rock could be Thanos.
Oh, he would make a good.
Yeah, yeah, he would make a good Thanos.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, dude, I just thought of the perfect one for Thor. Jack Reacher. He plays in the DC.
The Aquaman guy. Yes.
He was in the Titans series too.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
there you
go. And he's a giant.
Yes,
he is.
There you go. He's Thor. Yeah. All right. Good.
And that scene
I completely forgot about the fucking series.
Yeah.
Well, we had to like stretch out to get somebody for Thor, so it just popped in my head that Jack Reacher.
That scene from Reacher's show when he went to jail and just fucked that dude up in the jail cell. That was awesome.
All right.
And plus, he's got the age where he could actually do it for a while too.
Yep.
Now I'm still stuck on Hulk.
Hulk could really be anybody though.
Somebody be. Well,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Since Brandon Routh is, he plays a good geek. When he was on Legends Tomorrow,
he can play Bruce Banner. Brandon Routh can play Bruce Banner. That's a good choice. I like that one.
Yeah, because he plays a good geek on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ray Palmer.
All right, who's next?
Black Widow could be again.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
I see her more as Gamora.
Yeah.
I think she'd have made a better Gamora than what's her face.
Yeah.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. Yeah, I see her as Gamora.
Black Widow.
Fucking space assassin. Yeah.
You know what'd be awesome? If you actually get a somebody can play Black Widow and do a Russian accent.
Oh yeah. I don't think there's anybody in DC that does that though.
Yeah. Even though Scarlett Johansson did a great job when she was playing Black Widow, she's really not really big enough to be Black Widow, but because she's a short lady.
Right.
Well, the only really tall woman in the MCU is Karen Gillian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
And she's an actual redhead.
Margot Robbie.
We already said Margot Robbie's going to be Sue Storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we're going from Marvel, from DC to Marvel now. So.
What about Shitbreak herself?
Who?
Oh no, we're going backwards. Never mind. No, that's right. Shitbreak. She shit on Johnny Depp's bed. Amanda Heard.
Oh God.
Amanda Amber Turd.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus. Fuck, dude. I don't know.
I don't know who would be.
This is a lot harder going this way. Probably because it's more actors on the MCU side, so it's easier to pick people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I give up. I'm done.
For Black Widow, I got one.
What?
The woman from Dark Knight Rises, played Talia al Ghul. She can
actually, she would be good.
She can actually do a Russian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually good. I like that. I forget her name, but I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the Avengers. We already covered the Avengers. Oh, we didn't get Hawkeye. We didn't get Hawkeye.
Well, I would have to be Green Arrow. Go, back and forth.
So yeah, Hawkeye for DC.
Wait,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No, because the person who I think would have made a great Hawkeye, who actually was offered the role before Jeremy Renner, and he's actually been in DC stuff, is because he was the guy that was originally offered the role of Hawkeye, but he couldn't do it because of his TV show. Is Jensen Ackles from Supernatural.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's played the voice of Batman and the Red Hood, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, because I think he would have made a great fucking Green Arrow or the fucking Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I like Jeremy Renner, but I think he would have made a better Hawkeye.
I like Jensen Ackles when he played in The Boys as I can't remember his character.
He would make a great Batman in a live action movie.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would.
He'd make a better. Yeah. He'd make a better Batman.
He's like 6'2", 6'3", so he would make more sense.
Yeah, I like him as Hawkeye because he should have been Hawkeye.
Although Jeremy Renner did do a damn good job, though.
Jeremy Renner did a fucking great job.
But only issue is he was already older when he's got the role, and he's just
and we wouldn't be sitting here saying, "Oh, I think Jensen Ackles is too old to play Hawkeye," because he's not. He could play Hawkeye right now.
Yeah.
So.
And he don't care to get jacked for a role too. He's like, he got jacked for Soldier Boy.
Yep,
Soldier Boy.
Then when he found out, like he could just ask for more padding in a suit, and he got pissed.
Yep. So, we did it, people. You're welcome. All right.
That was harder on that.
It was harder
going backward.
Yeah,
it was much harder.
We had like stretch for like voice actors and TV series.
Yeah. Jesus. All right, guys, we done passed 3 hours, so it is time to roll this one up and throw it in the trash. So I think we are done for today.
Oh yeah, I need to see
Rachel McAdams for Black Widow.
She's never been in DC. She's
Yeah,
on Marvel shit. I don't like Rachel McAdams, honestly.
Not really, no.
I don't like her. Like, she's one of those actresses that just, I see her on screen and I'm kind of annoyed by her. I don't know what it is about her. She just annoys me. So.
We forgot about Brendan Fraser.
What's Brendan Fraser been in?
A lot of DC stuff.
Yes? Oh, yeah, he has, hasn't he? He's just not really of the age or in the shape to be anything right now.
Yeah. He's gotten better shape since he's rise back. He's lost a lot of weight.
But still.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys. It's time to say goodnight. It's time for everybody to go home. And if you're already home, just, I don't know what that means for you. Just figure it out. But we will see you guys later. You guys have fun. Jared's got his chat tomorrow for more geek goodness, toy goodness. So we will see you guys over there. Manana, have fun. Deuces, yo, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next week for more geek stuff. And then we'll be back here on the NEA channel on Monday for the regular Monday podcast.
We could also revisit this too when we take some time to research it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay geeky, guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. We're out.
Peace.
Later.